The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
All right, people, get ready. Playback is coming up. Comb your hair, Danny.
There we go. I pressed mute instead of what I was meant to press. 0344 499 1000. Hugh Simpson, you're a knob. You're a knob. Phone in, Hugh Simpson. Here's the thing, guys. Instead of producing the show from a YouTube chat, phone in or jog on. 0344 499 1000. Tonight, we are making it... by the way, hello, everybody on YouTube. Apart from Hugh Simpson, you can watch the show this evening, youtube.com/Iain Lee. We're making it slightly more difficult for ourselves this evening. There is nothing... Man alive, there's nothing in the papers whatsoever. Really is nothing in the papers. So on a night when we could do with as many phone calls as possible, I'm making it slightly more difficult for myself by saying tonight it's new and newish callers only. What's a new caller? Someone who's never called the show before. A newish caller. You've called twice. If you've called twice, or you used to call me years and years ago, call in. But basically, if you've never called in before and you are worried that it's a bit of a boys' club and we have the caddicts, and, you know, and the Nigels and all of those things. They are welcome to listen tonight, and I appreciate their calls. I always do. Thank you. But tonight they ain't calling in. If they are calling in, they ain't getting on. So the way it works is I'm going to sit here and talk balls about not a lot of stuff, really, because there isn't that much stuff to talk about. So I don't know how I'm going to fill 3 hours. But you can call in about absolutely anything you want. Anything you want. Big, small, light, heavy. I mean, if you want to call in about Brexit and Trump, you can. Oh, Jesus Christ, save me from that. But if you want to do it, I just don't know why. Here's the thing about Brexit and Trump. They're not conversations I have in my personal life. I don't really have many conversations outside of this studio. But they're not conversations that I have anyway. So I think that's why I'm not interested in having them on the radio. I like to do radio shows where I talk about stuff that normal people talk about. And I don't know anyone that talks about Brexit unless they're trying to manufacture. Oh, it's a Slough number. Trying to manufacture a conversation. Like in the hairdressers or saying that, Murray, my barber, doesn't talk about Brexit. Or in a cab, here, what do you think about that Brexit? I mean, you can if you want, but you can call it, hey, is that Dion from Langley? Oh, this stuff just got real. Guys, Dion from Langley is calling us. Wow. Hello, Iain. Wow! Wowzers! Oh, I'm nervous. We'll go to Dion in a second. What I'm saying is, you can call in about absolutely anything you want. 0344 499 1000. New and newish callers. If you haven't called for years, like Dion, you'd be very, very welcome to. If you've only called the show a couple of times, you'd be welcome to. If you've never called the show before, you'd be very welcome to. Not expecting it to be... Have TalkSport taken Dion? Can I not override that? I can't override it. Go and hang up. TalkSport have stolen... Hello? No, the TalkSport have stolen our callers. This is how desperate they are on that piss-poor show that's on now. I don't even know what that show is that's on now. But this is how desperate they are. They're stealing our callers. Anyway, what I'm saying is I'm not expecting a mad rush of phone calls this evening. I'm expecting one or two, and we'll see how we get on. Let's go. This is a blast from the past. Good evening, Dion.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Dion. Where the hell have you been for the last 10 years?
Working. I took early retirement in the last summer.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And what I'm saying is, I've heard you speaking to Dot and Adebayo.
Yeah, you sent an email, didn't you?
Yeah. But you've not been calling me. What happened, man? Did we fall out? Did you lose me?
No, I think I lost what you were doing, and I was bored in the week, and I tuned into talk radio, and it's all changed a bit.
It's all changed a bit. It's like LBC when LBC used to be fun.
Yeah, that's it. It's all getting a bit too serious.
Oh, it's so boring.
So I sort of listened a bit this week, off and on, and yeah, good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Now, for those who don't know, Dion used to call me back in the day, I think is the phrase. And Dion, well, you've shared it with me on air, so I'm assuming it's okay to share this with the listeners. You say you've retired, so you used to be a spy.
Well, intelligence officer, yeah.
How many men did you kill in China?
Never. I sort of kept myself more to the Balkans and East Europe.
How many people did you kill in the Balkans?
You should never ask someone.
I know, but I'm so excited. Go on. How did you kill them? How many did you kill? 15? More or less than 15?
Less.
Less than 15. Okay, so you killed about 10 people. And how did you do it? Was it poison? Was it a bullet to the head? Was it make it look like an accident, like their houses blow up? How did you do it?
Just self-defence.
Self-defence. I love it, brother. I love it. I thank you for your...
I don't really like to talk about things like that.
Well, you used to talk about it quite a lot when you used to phone me up before. And you also like black women?
I like all women.
Beautiful. Me too.
I think there's a song in there.
I like all women, and I've killed men.
I don't know. I can't remember. It was the song I grew up with in the 70s. I like all women, some fat, some tall, some skinny, some small. I can't remember what the song is.
What is it? Does anyone know that song? I like all kinds of women, some fat, some small, some skinny, some tall. I like that.
Yeah, it was a song in the 70s.
I don't like tall women. I don't like them. I don't hate them. I'm not inviting you to join a group where we go and murder tall women at all. But they don't float my boat, if you catch my drizzle.
Well, from what I remember, I knew about 6'4" or something.
See, this is it. Once you've got that training, you can't forget it. I'm exactly 6'4", brother.
Yeah, I know. It's just a memory. It just comes with a job, yeah.
Well, exactly. You must have been through such intensive training that the simplest, smallest details that most people would forget, even if you wanted to forget them, they're just lodged in your head, aren't they?
You pick up on things and store it quickly.
Have you heard of the phrase a super viewer?
No.
A super viewer is somewhere. If I walk into a room, right? If I walk into a party, I'll be scanning around looking for my mates and looking to see where the food is, right?
Yeah.
A super viewer walks into the room and instantly knows there's 7 men, there's 13 women. Of those 13 women, 6 of them are blonde, 2 of them are brunettes, and 1's wearing a wig. The men, there's 2 with instantly, because you absorb it because you have to in your line of work because they could be killers. They could want to kill you.
You do pick up on things quickly.
Ah, man, how's life going for you, Dion? Now that you've retired from the services, and seriously, brother, thank you for your service. You make this world a safer place. So thank you. But how's things going for you since then?
Pretty good. It's nice. I'm trying to do as little as possible.
Beautiful. Oh, story of my life.
I live in at St Mary's, and it's nice. You know, it's just I've got a nice flat, and I like to watch the world go by now.
Yeah.
And just take it easy, you know, and it's about time we got some good radio back on.
Well, at 1 o'clock, Martin Kellner's on, so you've just got to wait another 3 hours.
Well, I'm relaxed.
Are you naked?
No, I just said I'm relaxed.
Are you loosening your belt? You just did the voice there, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to loosen my belt. You did the voice of, I'm just relaxed. Start talking dirty to me, because this call's on the meter.
I've got company in the living room, but I've had a long day, so I've just come and put my feet up.
You've just done what?
I've got company in the living room.
I thought you said you just got... When was... What was that? Discharge? When was... Do you miss the thrill of the kill?
No.
No?
No, it's not... I mean, it's not what people think. It's not a movie or a book or anything.
Yeah.
It's just something you do, and someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to kill those Balkans. Grab them by the Balkans.
You're not there to kill people. You're there to...
It's just it's a bonus. It's a lucky bonus of the job if you get the instructions from the Queen.
It's nothing good about it.
Oh, there's nothing good about it, but if the Queen phones you up and says, Dion, you need to kill him, there must be a little bit of you that goes, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It rhymes with jam.
It wouldn't have been a Queen. It would normally been a Home Secretary.
Okay, Douglas Hurd.
That's a long time.
Isn't it a long time ago? Isn't it funny? That's the only... It's like, who's your Doctor Who? Who's your James Bond? Who's your Home Secretary? Douglas Hurd. Douglas Hurd, Tom Baker and Roger Moore.
I don't know, mate. Anyway, I'm glad you...
Dion, I'm so glad you found me, because I did email Dotton a couple of times, and I don't know if it's the done thing to email hosts on other radio stations and say, here, that caller you've got, he used to phone me. Could you let him know where I am? I don't think it's the done thing, and I don't know if Dotton did let you know.
Well, he just said it on air. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He doesn't know who you are.
Oh, no, Dotton and I, we exchange messages on Twitter every now and then. Well, next time you phone him up, I tell him I'm a big fan and I'm often texting into his show.
I did talk to someone who I did meet in person once, and she thinks the world of you. That's Petriovsky.
Oh, I love... Do you know what? I need to text Petri, because I changed my number, and Petri is an absolutely delightful human being. She's such a nice woman.
She's a great person.
Yeah, she's lovely.
In the Balkans, where I was
well, luckily you didn't kill her.
No.
Tempting, though, isn't it?
She's good.
She's lovely. Hey, Dion, listen, I'm here with my friend Catherine. She's the new Agent Chris. Don't tell her, she's better. And we are here Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock in the evening till 1 o'clock in the morning. You'd be welcome to call in any time, brother.
All right, then.
Lovely.
Anyway, you have a great show.
You too, mate. You go and enjoy your company. And don't forget, if you're going back in the living room, just tighten that belt up a bit and check everything's tucked in.
Okay.
Thank you, mate.
All right, you have a great show, all right?
Ta-ta, Dion. There we go. It's a blast. I'm not spoken to him for about 10 years. Blast from the past. A proper spy. Killer. 03444991000. New and newish callers only. It'll be Nikki, then it'll be Martin, then it could be you. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
03444991000. Good evening, Nikki.
Hello, how are you?
Nikki!
Yay!
Yes, let's do this!
Let's do it right now!
Oh, God, let's just sweep everything off the kitchen table and do it!
Let's go for it.
Let's not do that. I don't mean that. Let's.
Oh.
No, not in the kitchen. Unhygienic. We've got to prepare food there. Can't do it in the kitchen. Dirty.
I'm your newbie this evening.
You what?
I'm your newbie this evening.
Hello.
I've never listened to you on the rad.
Hello, newbie, Nikki. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell me about yourself, Nikki. What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What do you like doing?
I like to play poker.
Oh.
I like to listen to the radio.
Yes.
It's all cool.
I can't play poker.
Oh, I could teach you.
Well, here's the thing. There are so many different varieties of poker. 7-card stud, 5-card stud, Texas Hold'em, Wild Rings. I don't know how...
Can you play Snap?
Yes, I can play Snap.
Right, we'll start from there then. That's fine.
Snap's not poker, though. Are you saying you can play Snap?
Start with the cards.
Is it like Patience? Because I can play Patience.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of patience.
Well, then I'm in.
Let's do it.
How do you... I used to be friends. You know Victoria Corrin?
Yeah.
She's the posh lady what married David Mitchell. She's now Victoria Corrin Mitchell, or Victoria Mitchell. And she hosts Only Connect. And she used to be, she used to be a Renaissance woman. I'm not quite sure what she used to do. I know she used to do some writing for some shows that I was on, and she's a very lovely woman.
Yeah.
And she was going to write a piece, I think I've got this right, for the Evening Standard about poker. Maybe it was The Guardian. About poker, playing poker, and women playing poker. And she didn't know how to play poker, right?
Oh.
So she learned how to play poker over one summer, and she entered this poker tournament, right?
And I bet she won millions.
She won £250,000. She'd never played poker before. She learnt it simply so she could enter this tournament to write about being a woman entering a male-dominated poker tournament, and she won £250,000.
Yay!
That's incredible.
Right, I haven't won that much money, and I play it for fun, but I don't gamble too much.
What's the most you've ever lost and the most you've ever won?
I went to Vegas once, and I just sat at the table, and I won like $300, which I don't know how much that really is.
That's about 250 quid. That'll do.
Oh, I done all right that night then.
That'll do. But how much did you lose the next night?
I didn't, because I sat at the slot machines and started drinking gin.
Here's the thing about Vegas. I've only been to Vegas to work, and I didn't really like it. But they keep bringing you drinks for free.
They do. I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
I was sitting there playing the slot machine. Suddenly these girls are like, "It's a gin." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you. How much is that?" "Oh no, it's free."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, okay."
They keep bringing, because they want you to get boozed up, so you lose all self-control and just put everything on black. Or
No, I'm in control, so I was okay.
That's good. Well, but Nikki, maybe one day you can teach me the fine art of.
I would love to.
Of it, because I'd love to have a go.
It's lovely talking to you.
Are we done?
No.
We can, but well, if we're done, we're done. I mean, if you want to go.
I don't want to go. No.
All right then. So, what you got planned this weekend?
I'm going up to Gatwick Airport tomorrow to collect my daughter. She's been away for a week.
Where's she been?
France on an adventure school holiday.
How old is she?
She's 13.
First trip abroad without you?
Yes, but we're going abroad in August, so it'll be her first time with me.
So what was that like, sending her off abroad for the first time without you?
One of those monkey emoji things, you know, you kind of pick it.
Oh, you did a sad monkey face.
Yeah, she's all right.
She's all right.
She's absolutely fine.
I bet she didn't give a stuff. I bet it was nothing to her, and, to Mum, it's like, oh, God, my baby's going, and she's like, yeah, whatever, deal with it.
She'll be absolutely knackered tomorrow, but never mind.
Knackered and grumpy?
Yes, grumpy is the word I used today.
Yeah.
I think in your mind it will be, she will really be pissed off, but grumpy.
Oh, there we go. No, she will be. I'm taking my boys, who are 6 and 8. I've gone crazy, and I'm taking them to New York.
Oh, when are you going?
We're going in August.
Brilliant.
And I've never taken them abroad on my own before. And also my friend who lives in New York said it's going to be, when you're going, it's going to be hot and swampy.
I know, I'm taking my two abroad in August on my birthday, the first time I've ever gone on my own with them.
Wow. Where are you going?
Milan.
Hey, God, you must be made of money. Milan's well expensive.
No, I'm not made of money.
Oh.
I've saved.
Oh, well. I wasn't having a go at you. Good for you. Well done. And that's,
I know you wasn't having a go at me. You're lovely. You're brilliant. You just say it how it is. That's what I love about you. So you're no worries.
Nikki, I love you, and as I say it as it is, up your bum.
Thank you very much. I'll enjoy that.
Thank you, Nikki.
Bye.
Bye. What a naughty lady. What a naughty lady. I can't play poker. I can't really play any card games. I used to be able to play card games. I'm just untangling my headphones, excuse me. I used to be able to play card games when I was a kid. I used to know loads of card games. But now if you give me a deck of cards, all I've got is patience. And by patience, I mean the game where you've got all the 52 cards face down and you've got to find pairs. You just call it pairs. Play patience and snap. I can't even play solitaire anymore. There were two versions of solitaire. There was the one where you had them in rows. Remember that? And you had to. I used to play that a lot as a kid. And there was clock solitaire. Do you remember that? You'd have the cards in like a clock shape. And I haven't got a clue how to play it now. I wouldn't know. Let's go to new and newish callers only, guys. And already we've had more calls than we did the last time we did this over the entire 3 hours. Evening, Martin.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Martin.
It's not Martin, it's Laura. It's his fiancée, but I was too nervous to call, so I got Martin to call for me.
Hang on a minute. Why did you answer to the name Martin 3 times?
Because it's my fiance, and I was too nervous to call you, so he called for me.
Oh, bless you, bless him. So hang on a minute. Let me get a pen. Right. So who are you?
My name's Laura.
Laura, and you are 28 years
I'm
old?
my fiance.
28?
No, I'm 32.
Oh, I was going to say 32, and I thought no. And whereabouts do you...
Close. I'll take 28, that's
Whereabouts do you live, Laura? Don't want the full address.
We live in Watford.
Watford Palace Theatre. I've trod the boards there.
Great.
Watford is, do you know, okay, do you know, don't tell anyone this, because now I'm a celebrity, people hound me,
Okay.
but do you know where I'm going tomorrow?
Go on.
I'm going to the crazy golf course just outside Watford.
Oh, you're going Top Golf?
No, it's called like Lost Islands or something, Lost, you know
I've never heard of that.
You know the one with the waterfalls?
No.
It's just outside, it's in Watford, I think.
No, I've never heard of that before. I know there's Top Golf there, but I've never heard of anything else.
I'm not going to Top Golf. Oh, well.
That's the only thing that I know in Watford.
Okay, and let me guess, you are 5'6"?
I'm 5'1". I'm only short.
I knew you. I could. And I don't want to. I don't know how to say this. I'm just going to come out and say it. You've got a short person's voice.
Oh, thanks.
No, it's a compliment. It's a great compliment.
That's okay. Women are allowed to be short. It's acceptable to be short if you're a woman. If you're a man and you're only 5'1", it's a bit strange, isn't it?
It's acceptable for men to be tiny as well. No, it's weird.
Yeah, but it's a bit odd if
perverts.
a man's 5'1", isn't it?
They're perverts. No, it is acceptable for men to be tiny. How tall's Martin? 4'9".
Oh no! Oh God, no! He's about 5'9", 5'10".
So he's quite small, because 5'10" for a bloke, that's quite wee.
For a man, yeah, I suppose so. But if you saw him, he's got quite big shoulders and he's quite stocky, so he doesn't look that bad.
Is he? How do I put this? How does he put it?
Go on.
Does downstairs? Does he make up?
Packing.
Hello, he's packing.
Oh my God, no, listen to him. I'm not even going to answer that question, Ian. That's disgusting. How can you ask me that?
Like a baby's arm. Is it? Good girl.
I'm not even going to answer that question.
No, you're not.
I'm not answering. I'm not going to answer
Naughty little chuckle said it all. Well done, Martin. Congratulations. You must be very proud of it.
I'm just calling in because we can't go to sleep without you, Ian. We put you on when we go to bed and we fall asleep listening to you. And we're actually in Estepona in Spain at my friend's wedding, and we still can't sleep without you.
You're in Spain now?
Put you on. Yeah, we're in Spain now.
Flipping it. That's great. They're getting married. Is the wedding tomorrow?
No, my best friend got married today.
Oh, how was it? Was it lovely?
It was nice. Yeah, it was lovely.
Got married on a Friday. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Bit tight.
But you're in Spain. Isn't every day a weekend when you're on holiday?
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, right? I've only gone to one wedding abroad, right? And I really resented it was in Los Angeles. And I really resented the fact that...
A bit more glamorous than Spain.
Well, yeah, I know, but also a bit more expensive. It cost us a fortune. And they still wanted a wedding present, and they split up about 4 years later. It's outrageous.
Well, I hope they don't split up. I hope that.
Well, I'm sure...
it cost us a lot of money still to come here. It wasn't cheap, you know.
You should be... I think if a friend or family member asks you to their wedding abroad, you should be able to invoice them.
Well, we wasn't going to come to begin with because we had to move out of our flat because our landlord decided to sell our flat.
Oh,
so
no.
we were kind of like wasn't going to come, and then we kind of like last minute, you know, we decided, oh right, come on then, we'll just do it. So we came and we surprised her today.
Oh,
she was really happy.
That's great. Like as I get older and more miserable and grumpy, life is for the living, Laura. You might as well spend it and enjoy it.
Why not? You can't take it with you when you die, can you?
I don't think so. We haven't got the results back
Martin
from the
wants
sales.
to really speak to you. He's trying to take the phone off me, Ian, okay?
Oh, God. Let me speak to him very quickly.
Hello, Ian.
Martin, I don't want to talk to you. I want to speak to your beautiful fiancée.
She's done what women always do. She's taken everything off me, took the phone off me, took my money off me, you know what I mean? She's cleared me out.
You disgust me. When did you propose to her, please? How long ago?
I proposed to her at Christmas Day.
Right. What date is the wedding?
We haven't actually sorted that out.
You're an
yet.
idiot then. You are disrespectful to womankind, Martin. You are disrespecting the sisterhood. I'm a feminist, and you are disrespecting us, because you've had 6 months to sort out a date.
What I'm doing is I'm putting all my money away so that we can have a big
No, you're not! You're gallivanting off to Spain!
And what was this I was giving you asking her about my package or wherever you was on?
No, that's what she said. She's lying, man. I wasn't. Why would I ask her about your package?
Yeah, she didn't tell you the truth. It's quite a big one.
All right.
Oh my God, Laura never said that.
No, well, let me speak to Laura again. Thank you, Martin.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Hello?
Laura,
Yeah?
can he hear us?
Yeah, probably,
Right,
yeah.
Dump him. He's a loser.
Why?
Forget the size of his ding dong. He's a loser.
Oh my God.
He proposed to you at Christmas.
Yeah.
6 months
Yeah.
later, you still haven't got a date.
No, not yet, no.
There's no date for the wedding.
We're in the middle of... But we're moving... We've just moved house and things like that.
Doesn't
so it's
matter.
kind of
Get
bit
a
up in
date.
the air.
You're gonna be. I bet I will speak to you in 4 years' time and go, how did the wedding go, Laura? We still haven't quite got a date yet.
Oh my God, Ian, I can guarantee you I will take over this thing and we will be married by next year.
Right, to finish this conversation, go and make mad, passionate, slightly drunk love, hot, sweaty Spanish sex, right?
Oh my God, Ian, were you embarrassing me?
No, I'm not. You know, when you're a little bit tipsy and when you're somewhere hot, it's almost as good as make-up sex. Do that, and then when you've finished, look into his eye and say, darling, we really should come up with a date. Let me get my diary. Now, next May, how does May look for you? And you come up with that date tonight.
It's cold in May. But May's cold. I want it to be nice. It's cold in May.
All right, then
June's a nice time, yeah.
June is a nice time. Then do it this time next year.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Go and pleasure him.
Now it's been said on the radio. He can't say no.
He can't say no. Go and pleasure him. Make him all sleep. Make him putty in your hands, and then.
Ian, he's trying to take the phone off me again. Sorry.
Right. Well, I will let you go, Laura. You know what you have to do.
She's got it all written down and everything now.
Good lad. Thank you very much indeed. That's Laura Martin. They will be getting married at this time next year, and we're all invited. 03444991000 is the telephone number. Evening, Gary.
My name's Martin.
Sorry?
My name's Martin.
Well, how did you know I was talking to you?
Well, I heard the phone go quiet.
Go on, then.
I rang you before on another radio station.
Could be. All right, go on, then.
So, I heard you talking to that lady, because that guy's name's Martin as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, I don't want to represent, I'm not as bad as him.
No, God. What a scumbag. He proposed to her 6 months ago and they've not got a date.
Terrible.
It's like, do you remember when you were at school, right? And there'd be a 15-year-old girl who'd be going out with a 20-year-old lad.
Yeah.
And she'd come in one day and say, oh, we're engaged. And then they'd be engaged for the next 3 years, and then he'd dump her when she had a baby.
Terrible.
That was what life was like in the 80s, guys.
I wasn't around.
Sorry?
I'm only 19.
Shut up, man.
It's true.
You're 19?
Yeah.
You've got the voice of a 53-year-old.
Oh, it's nice of you to say.
I think it is a compliment.
Does it mean? I mean, I haven't been out to grow a beard or anything, so. Do you think I could?
I think you possibly could. You could have a go.
It's Gatford. I've totally pranked you. Goodbye.
You didn't blag me at all, mate, because me and Catherine knew it was you. Look, he tried to hang up.
You're 19.
Look, there we go. He couldn't even hang up. Well, we knew it was Gatford. So how was that blagging us? It says on my screen, right, Martin, actually it's Gatford. So...
Hello?
Hello, this is the old lady who lives next door to you, Gary.
Oh, right.
Can you come next door and help me? I've got a thingy bob stuck up my doodah.
I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm doing my taxes.
No, can you Gary, please come?
No,
I've got a thing. I've got that black one stuck up there. Can you come and pull it out for me?
No.
Yeah, in your face. It's not an old lady with a butt plug up her. It's Iain Lee. So get stuffed. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Set free your mind. Let your fancy take flight. Conversation gets curiouser by the glow of moonlight.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Hugh Simpson isn't a real person. That's a pseudonym made up by one of the people that are obsessed with me. Hugh, call in or bugger off, you plum. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Madonna. Good evening, Madonna.
Oh, hello, Iain. I've been listening to your show since about December, and I just didn't know. I just had a strong urge to call tonight.
Is this the real? Is this the real Madonna?
Madonna Norgrove.
Oh, not Madonna Ciccolano.
Sorry.
No.
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's you don't meet many Madonnas in this game.
Yeah, I know. It's not a name I can hide behind. I've just grown to like it.
I think it's a powerful name.
Yeah, I didn't used to like it, though, because, if people want to gossip about me, it's not difficult.
Well, hang on. What gossip is there about you?
Oh, I don't know. I think there's always a little bit of gossip going on, isn't there? About everybody.
I don't know. Is there any about me? What have you heard? Who have you been talking to?
It's been your birthday recently, hasn't it?
No.
Oh, is it coming up?
Yes.
Because I'm a fellow Gemini.
I'm 45 years old tomorrow.
Okay, happy birthday for tomorrow.
Oh, man. It's getting old. It's getting old, isn't it? Who wants to get old? Imagine if you had unbirthdays where you got a year younger.
People usually think I'm a lot younger than I am anyway.
Well, you sound quite old.
Oh, do I? That's weird. Because usually people get, if my daughter ever answers the phone, they get us confused because we sound the same. I don't know, I've suddenly, just before I was calling you, suddenly my heartbeat's just going so fast and got a little bit of a headache even.
Oh, God. What, just from phoning in? Phoning the radio may be hazardous to your health.
Well, yeah, I've had a heavy session at the gym.
With a personal trainer or on your own?
No, on my own.
Oh.
Because you don't like the gym, do you? I think I've heard you say before.
I don't mind the gym. I don't go anymore, and I cancelled my my gym membership. But that's partly because I'm moving. I might go again. I need to shift a few pounds, Madge.
I think if you do weight training, you can kind of get the bug. Because I do like the gym.
But here's the thing. Here's my problem with weight training. If I go in... By the way, my 6-year-old is obsessed with 8-packs. He reckons there's a kid in his class with an 8-pack. I don't think that's possible, love. Anyway, maybe it is. Here's the thing. If you go in and start weight training and buffing up and getting the pecs and the picks and the steps and all the muscles, right? The moment you stop, they turn into fat. So you've got to keep on keeping on, and once you start, getting some definition, you've got to keep on pumping off.
Yeah, I do think there's some truth in that because, you can get a bit addicted. But then there's other reasons to go to the gym. There's like getting stronger bones. It's not just about getting the 6-pack.
No, but I would like to lose some weight, and I went to the gym for a while, and I found that all of the exercise I was doing, I wasn't losing any weight.
Probably because you're gaining muscle.
Yes, I suppose so. What you got planned this weekend, Madonna?
A little bit of gym, spending some time with my daughter.
Yes.
I was a little bit worried about phoning you because sometimes you do get a little bit grumpy, let's say.
Grumpy? What are you talking about?
Yeah, a little bit grumpy.
I only get grumpy with idiots, and you're not an idiot.
Oh, gosh.
Or are you?
No, I'm not.
I thought maybe I'd misjudged it slightly. No, you're not an idiot. I only get grumpy with idiots and rude people, and you are very bright and you're very polite.
I don't know, Ian, because I just say there was one guy I sometimes listen to while I'm at the gym.
Oh yeah, obsessed with the gym.
Yeah, well, yeah, I go on the Wi-Fi. That's if it's working, if the machines are working.
Yes.
And you were very, very grumpy once. So this poor guy phoned in. I don't know, is he regular? Did phone in about milk.
Was I? What was the conversation about milk?
I don't know. He was being very. I suppose it was a bit tedious. He was just talking about milk and how whole milk's not.
Oh, he was being boring. He was banging on about milk. It was boring.
So, Ian, can I ask, are you dating?
Are you single?
I am single.
Okay. Age?
I'm not going to... Do you know what? I forgot. I do not count anymore. I actually don't know.
Come on, man.
I really don't know.
So come on, you don't know your age?
I never reveal it anymore. I think once I hear, a certain number, that was it. I genuinely don't know. Although people do take great pleasure if they, ask me what year I'm born. Honest to God, I know, the kind of range, but I just don't count anymore.
So 52?
No, I'm not. I don't think so. No, it's not anything like that yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, by the way, are you on Instagram? Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Can you follow me, please?
No.
Why?
Because I don't really follow people on Instagram. Who are you on Instagram? What's your name on Instagram? And I'll look you up.
Sugar Pimp Madonna.
Let me just, okay.
Yeah, my date of birth's not up there.
No. So Instagram. I don't really know how Instagram works. So I'm just going to go into Instagram.
Sugar Pimp Madonna.
Sugar Pimp Madonna.
Yeah, purely because I'm pimping out sugar, that's all. Nothing else in it.
Sugar Pimp Madonna. Let's have a little look.
You better say nice things about my posts.
I've got to say delightful things about your posts. You are an artisan baker.
Maker baker, yeah.
And maker of shabby chic bee, ladybird, cake. Those are emojis. Gingerbread fiend.
All right.
No, that's what I'm just reading your words.
Yeah.
Madonna Norgrove, a liker of diversity.
Not the group.
No. Hey, did you make these cakes?
I do.
These are incredible. These are absolutely... Look at those ragdoll, like gingerbread men, but ragdolls.
Yeah. Okay, Ian, I'm going to go now.
Okay, thank you, Madonna.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No, thank you very much.
I've been very, very nervous. And,
hey, listen, you've done... Oh.
Can I just say, Ian?
Yes?
Saying I sound old, you cheeky mare.
Yes.
I've got bronchitis.
That would be it.
I have had bronchitis. I mean, I just cannot shift it.
Oh, God.
I've had it for a few months now.
What do you have for a bronchitis? Is it antibiotics or something?
No, they don't work. They say you just have to wait for it to clear up, but mine's just not clearing up.
Hey, do you want to hear some good news, Sugar Pimp Madonna?
I do.
I'm following you on Insta.
Thank you very much. And Ian, do you know what? I've got friends like I know personally, and they never ever give me any likes.
Oh, well, I'm following you, and I'm liking your unicorn meringues, and I'm leaving a comment. These.
Oh, you're very lovely.
Yeah, these are fab! Exclamation mark. There we go.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I've been a bit boring tonight. Can I call again another time?
Madonna, you can call. Listen, please don't think that. You haven't been boring. You've been a really good sport, and I've enjoyed your call.
I've been very nervous.
No, I know you have.
Thanks a lot. And can I just tell you might not be interested in this. Little Biscuit listens to you every night as well. My dog, he must recognise your voice on the radio.
Who cheers a Biscuit?
Biscuit, my little Jack Russell.
Oh, hello, Biscuit. Thank you, Madonna. Take care.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. What a delightful lady. Who doesn't know her own age. There was, when I was a kid, in Slough, lots of Indian and Pakistani and Bangladeshi kids. And a lot of them were, their parents had come over from their country of birth. Sometimes it was their grandparents, but quite often it was their parents. And their parents didn't know how old they were, how old the parents. No one knew how old the parents were, because in a lot of those countries, they don't do birthdays, and they certainly don't keep records of what year. And so you go, how old's your mum? Well, and I remember one of my friends, Ajit, asking his mum, Mum, how old are you? And they were chatting away, and he came back and he said, yeah, she thinks she's sort of maybe about 40, 45, something like that. Didn't know. That's incredible, isn't it? Thank you, Madonna. Let's go to Lee. Good evening, Lee.
Hello.
How old are you, Lee?
Do you know what, Ian? I'm 45.
Here we go. 45. What's it like, brother? Because I'm going to be that in a couple of hours.
It's a bit bizarre because I feel exactly the same as I did when I was 20, I suppose. No more mature, just in loads more debt.
One of my favourite things is when my kids are 8 and 6, and when they have a birthday, asking them, so does it feel different to be 6? Yeah, it does. How does it feel different? Well, I feel a bit bigger. They really, believe that there is a feeling of difference. But I don't want to get older anymore, Lee.
See, I've got 4 kids, but we've got a 9 and a 6-year-old, and I don't know, really. I was just making that point. The 9-year-old did say today, though, that Raheem Sterling, he said he's the best English player in the world, which we thought was quite amusing.
There you go. I'm going to have to. I'm flipping 8 football, and I'm going to have to watch the World Cup because my boys are going to be into it, and I cannot be bothered.
Well, he's just got FIFA on some discount on the store, so he's proper footballed up now and thinks he's a top 100. When he's not playing Fortnite, the pair of them are totally addicted to Fortnite, to the point where we offer to take them places and they're like, can we have V-Bucks instead? It's quite worrying. Are your kids into Fortnite?
They are into Fortnite. They're also, here's the one that no one talks about that's also very big with kids, Plants vs. Zombies.
Do you know what? Ironically, they traded in Plants vs. Zombies at the weekend to get V-Bucks for Fortnite.
Did they? Oh man, I won't let my boys get V-Bucks. There's no way they're getting bucks. They're not spending money on Fortnite. They can play the game for free. They ain't spending money on it.
No, they definitely spend money on it. But the original reason for bringing up the question was about radio advertisements. You know, when you hear famous people on radio adverts, are they really that person, or could they just pay an impersonator who's really good to impersonate that person?
Do you know what? That's a really good question. They're generally that person, and I'll tell you why I know that. A, I've done a few radio ads myself, and B, I remember when there was an advert for like a car insurance, and it was Cliff Richard, and they played it out for a while, and then after a week, it was a TV advert, and then after a week of playing it out as Cliff Richard, a little strap line came up and said, the voice of Cliff Richard is provided by Bobby Davro. So I guess Cliff Richard had kind of got a bit annoyed with them and threatened to sue them.
So it wasn't Cliff Richard?
No, it wasn't. It was Bobby Davro.
But what's the legality there? Because I'm pretty sure there's loads of people who can do a good Sean Bean. You can clean up.
Man, I don't know. I need to sniff around a little bit. But I haven't had a voiceover for ages, and those things pay crazy money.
I heard you on some Channel 5, sort of Police Interceptors, or I don't know what it was.
Police Interceptors is Theakston. I was doing Pets Make You Laugh Out Loud.
A black sort of, that was a Harry Hill type funny video.
Yeah, I love doing that show. It's quite a funny show, and it pays the mortgage. Lee, I've got to go because there's a bit of an echo on your line, and I want to squeeze in one more call before the news. Thank you for that, brother. Let's go to, it's new and newish callers, and I know for a fact we've never spoken to Buzz Aldrin on this show before. Good evening, Buzz.
Hello there, how you doing? It's Buzz Aldrin here.
Now, we just had Madonna on, and disappointingly, it wasn't. No, not disappointingly. Actually, it was great that it wasn't the real Madonna.
Right.
So I'm assuming you're not the real Buzz Aldrin.
Well, I am actually the man that went up there. Don't really want to talk about it though, mate. If it's all right with you.
No, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
Because everybody keeps banging on about it.
Talk about it a lot. That's of course if you did go up there.
Well, I did.
Sorry.
I did.
If you say so, Buzz.
Yeah, I went up there, mate, but I don't really want to talk about it if that's all right with you.
Okay, well, you mentioned
I know that you're having some problems with that, mate.
With what, sorry?
You're having some problems with the, department.
I'm not quite sure what department you mean.
Well, that department, the flight department.
I'm having a couple of problems in the flight department.
Yeah.
Have you got a solution for it?
Well, I don't know whether you know, mate, but I'm 88, right?
Yes.
Dr. Rendezvous. You can call me Dr. Rendezvous if you want to.
Why would I call you Dr. Rendezvous?
That's my nom de plume.
Okay, yes.
Anyways, I was...
Isn't Buzz your nom de plume?
Well, it's one of them.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was up there, wasn't I? On the moon.
If you say so.
And I had a couple of minutes or two to myself.
Did you knock one out on the moon?
Sorry?
Did you knock one out on the moon?
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Did you masturbate on the moon, Buzz?
I might have done. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, mate, you want to get yourself up there if you can, because it goes really far. I mean, I managed to get it out of the lander.
Okay.
The steps.
Buzz, first of all, Buzz, I don't believe you actually went to the moon.
Hang on. Look, mate.
Yes?
You keep talking about the moon, right?
I've not...
So what you are doing is, you're offending me, and you're saying that I've not been to the blooming moon.
I don't think you've been to...
If you were in the same room as me, I would spark you out, lad.
Okay.
Boom! Like that.
What is that you masturbating again? He's gone. Oh, there's Buzz Aldrin there. It turns out Buzz is not a particularly nice astronaut, if he's ever been to the moon. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Wait for the ending.
I want you. Don't know what I'll do if your love isn't true. There's no love. He's wanting you. Don't know what to do if your love isn't true.
There we go. I've spent all day listening to the first Kids from Fame album. Flipping it, man! It's a pop masterpiece! It's Pet Sounds for the 80s! It is incredible. Yes, I've had High Fidelity on repeat. 12 times in a row I played it. I remembered how much I loved Doris. Trying to get Doris on the show. But Star Maker, I'm better than you at everything. I think that's the name of a song. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Let me play you the first 30 seconds of Kids from Fame. I'm better than you. The first 30 seconds. I can do anything better. Listen to the first 30 seconds of this. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. Here we go. And play. Here we go. Oh, for goodness sakes. Play. Listen.
All right, everybody. Calisthenics.
All right, everybody. Calisthenics. That's a way to start a song. Who starts a song like that now? All right, everybody. Calisthenics. Come on.
All right, everybody.
Calisthenics. Calisthenics.
Ready? Begin. And 1, 2, 3, bend. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 1, 2, 3, bend. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 1, 2, 3, bend. 1.
This is the second song on the album.
Come on. 1, 2, 3, bend. 1, let's move it.
Right, everybody. Calisthenics.
You can do it.
Such a good album. Everyone. I bought a copy for my sister today. So I sent it to everybody. Go out and buy the first Kids from Fame album. It's the only one that's on CD. The other 4 albums are on vinyl. I've had to buy those on Discogs. I forgot, of course, that the Kids from Fame TV series was a flop in America. They were going to cancel it. But it was a really big hit over here. They never had any hits. No one watched it, and they didn't sell any records over there. Over here, they were huge. Were you a fan of the Kids from Fame, Stu? Hello, Stu?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Were you a fan of the Kids from Fame?
No, I wasn't.
Why not?
Crap.
Why are they crap?
Well, it's just bad music, isn't it?
Okay. Name me a hit song you've got.
Well, I don't need to name one.
Yes, you do. I'm asking you.
To criticise a band, I don't need to have a hit by my finger.
Yes, you do. You need to have a hit by your finger. You need to have a hit by your finger if you're going to criticise the Kids from Fame. Yes, of course you do.
What, a hit by another band?
No, a hit by you, Stu.
So, Ian, so you're saying that I need to have a hit
by a finger
to criticise?
Yes.
Well, that's stupid.
No, it's not. You're stupid.
No, but I just don't understand why do I need the hit and like you don't? So you have an opinion. You have an opinion to have basically like you say it's good. You don't have a hit. I don't have a hit, and I say it's bad.
Yeah, so you're incorrect, because you haven't had a hit.
But you haven't either.
Actually, I have.
On what?
I got to number 30. This is true. I got to number 32 in the iTunes dance chart. That's a fact. So I've had a hit.
The iTunes, all you need is about 200 downloads.
Okay, mate. Well, how high did you get in the iTunes dance chart?
Why would I want to even be in the iTunes
Well, no, you want to, but you can't. And that's the thing. I've had a hit. So either you name a hit that you've had, or you cannot. Your judgment on the Kids from Fame is invalid. Don't
know what you mean.
Invalid. It means it's not worth anything. It's pointless. No one should listen to it.
You don't need a degree to listen to music and have an opinion on it.
I didn't ask you what degree you had. I also happen to have one of those. But I asked what hit you'd had with your fingers.
I actually do not need any...
Yes, you do.
Any hit.
Yes, you do.
So you're on 20, like what's it? So you're on a hit 20 on an irrelevant hit chart somewhere.
Irrelevant to you, but means a lot to the people that get on the iTunes dance chart.
So you've got a following of maybe like 500,000 people on the listener.
What? Where have you plucked that figure out? I've got a following of 500,000 people. Where?
Well, on the radio.
No, incorrect. We've got about 65,000 listeners.
Well, so if you just say like, "Oh, please download my song," like a percentage of 0.3 of those are downloading your song.
Are you saying that the iTunes dance chart is bent?
No, I'm just saying that because you're quite
watch what you say. You be very careful, my friend. Yes.
If I said, "Oh, download my thing," I've only got a listing view. I've only got like friends of maybe like 20 or 40 people.
Yeah.
That's not enough to get me to rank 30 because since you're a radio host,
yeah,
you can just say download my song.
Or maybe the song was just good. Maybe the song was just that good.
I would rather say that on the contrary, if that you've got that many people listening to you.
Well, hang on a minute. And
this people didn't download it.
Did you hear the song that I got into the charts with?
No, was it?
Wow.
That shows you how irrelevant it is.
Wow. So hang on a minute. Let me get this right. You're now criticising a song that you've never heard, and yet you want me to treat your opinion on the kids from Fame with respect when you've already proven to yourself that you'll say anything about music you've not even heard.
Well, I never said your music was bad. I was just merely saying that you as a radio host have got a following. So
you said my music was irrelevant.
Well, it is irrelevant.
You've never heard it! So why should you've never heard it? You say it's irrelevant, so why should I take your incorrect assertion that the kids from Fame are crap? As why should I even listen to that?
Well, I'm not even like you're trying to make the debate a different debate. The debate isn't about whether your music's good or not. The debate is about how
you've not heard it, so you don't know if it's good or not.
The debate is about the opinion of a person's music. And everyone has opinion on their music, whether you go on the top 10 charts, whether you like 6 of them and dislike 4. None of those people who have downloaded those music on the top 10 have like.
What? Now you're just wittering on like a lunatic. You're just saying words.
What words?
The ones that just poured out of your flappy mouth.
I don't know why you're being offensive now.
I'm not being offensive. Your words are pouring out of your mouth flap.
The thing is,
yes,
if you're going to criticise people for having a view on music.
Well, hang on a minute. You're saying I can't criticise you. I can't have an opinion on you because of your opinion on music, okay? Well, that's like me saying you can't have an opinion on music. I'd never stop you from having an opinion on music. Like you can't stop me having an opinion on you just because your opinion on music is incorrect.
Well, you just did, though, because, like, you said that did I have a number one hit? So I said...
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You said...
I didn't say that.
Okay, you said they were good. I said they were
I didn't say, have you had a number one hit? Did not say that. Did not say that. Retract that. Retract that immediately.
You said, have you had a number one hit?
No, I didn't. Retract that. Liar. Liar. Get the legal team on. That's a lie.
Go on.
I said, have you ever had a hit by your fingers? You said by your fingers, and then I repeated it. I said, have you ever had a hit? You said, I've never had a hit by my fingers. And then I've started saying by my fingers. Never mention number ones.
Not number ones, but just a hit.
Anyway, what did you call in for, Stu?
Nothing.
Okay, nice one, man. Thanks very much for calling. Before the news, we spoke to Buzz Aldrin, a man who may or probably didn't go to the moon. I think Buzz is calling back. Good evening, Buzz.
Oh yeah, I've got to apologise. I'm not usually prone to
lying about going to the moon.
No, please.
Nope.
Come on.
Okay.
We know.
Yes.
Me and you. I've been to the moon.
We
Many
don't
people
know
saw
that.
it, mate.
Have you seen the documentary about the faked moon landings?
Don't watch any of that.
Called Capricorn 1.
No, I don't watch any. The thing is, right, okay, when you've been to the moon, which I don't really want to talk about tonight, which I said to you before the news.
Okay.
At 11.
Yes.
When you've been to the moon, you know you've been to the moon, so you don't want to be watching stuff with people saying, people with beards.
Elliot Gould. Was
Yeah,
Elliot Gould?
people like that.
Elliot Gould, yes. And
Co-
O.J.
coming
Simpson.
on air, onto
the
the
lucky
TV,
murderer. Yes?
And saying things like, you've not been to the moon, because what it does is, I'm sat on my couch, that's what we call it over here in the US.
Yeah.
I'll get very, very wound up about it, you know?
Okay.
And I'm 88, mate, and I don't need that kind of pressure.
Well, listen, let's forget the fact. Let's forget, did you go to the moon or did you not go to the moon?
Yeah,
let's
put that
forget
to one
that.
side, mate.
But let's put that whole conspiracy theory, the whole thing.
Just shelve that, mate.
Shelved. I'll put it
on
in
the shelf.
I'll put it in the unexplained file or the bullshine file.
No. You see what you've done there, mate? You said it's unexplained, which I've been there, mate. I went there. You know, when you look up in the sky at night and you see that little thing up there.
The moon.
Don't, mate. Sorry.
No.
Don't say the moon word.
Okay. We'll just say the M word.
Sorry.
So
don't
we can't
say the M
we
word.
won't say the M word anymore. The M
Don't
word is
say-
deeply offensive to people who claim to have been to.
We'll shelve it, but don't say that I didn't do it.
No, I'm not saying you did
'Cause
it.
I was there, mate.
I've just put it in the unexplained files, and I'll hand it over to Howard Hughes for Sunday night.
No. Look, please. I'm trying to calm down because I'll phone you up because I wanted to help you out.
Okay.
I know that you have had problems.
Yes. You're phoning
in the
up to
launch
say
department,
the
and I
launch
have
department.
been involved with launches.
How about re-entry?
Yeah, done that a couple of times, mate.
And did you ever visit the dark side of the moon?
Well, I don't know really. We just landed on it. They didn't say which side it was. They just said, just land there. We did. Yep. Neil got off. He was.
And Neil got off as well, did he? Flipping heck!
You know, look.
Flipping heck! You were all at it.
Look, mate. I'm sorry.
Neil got off. Buzz got off, and then you went round to the dark side of the moon for re-entry. Flipping heck!
No, listen. Look, I'm trying not to talk about the moon, and all you do, again and again and again,
yes, sir,
is bring up the fact that I might have gone to the moon, which I have.
Okay.
So can we just put that to one side?
That is. I told you, I'm not even interested in the M word anymore.
You shelved that.
It's in the unexplained file.
So the reason why it's
unexplained.
You reach into my chest.
Sorry?
And you pull out my beating heart.
Okay.
That has been to the moon.
Okay. Your heart has been to the moon. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Every part of me's been to the moon.
Okay. And you say
from the dumps that I took before I went to the moon.
And you did a countdown on the moon, and you fired off into space at maximum velocity.
I did. Exact. Now this is it. So we put that to one side. But I was on the lunar lander on the moon. Stop talking about the moon.
Is it true that in space no one can hear you come?
It's really easy. But the problem is, right? You know, earlier on I said to you that it went out the door. That was just me. I was bragging because obviously I had my suit on, so it all just went inside my suit, didn't it? But I knew that if it was outside of my suit, it would have really gone very far, like that golf ball. But we didn't hit any golf balls on the moon. They didn't give us any. They didn't give us any clubs.
No. Well, good job too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, right, what you need to do is if you're having trouble in that department, you need to get up there, don't you, mate? Because it's dead easy these days. You just have to talk to some Russians.
Yeah. Okay. So
anyway, happy birthday.
Okay.
I hear that it's your birthday tomorrow.
It is my birthday tomorrow, Buzz, yes.
How old are you going to be?
I'm going to be 45 years old, and...
I'm 88, mate.
Okay, that's great news.
So what's your problem?
I think that you didn't go to the moon. But Buzz, it's great to talk to you, mate. Thanks for calling. Thanks a lot for calling. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional.
Hello.
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock, hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
It's new and newish callers only. So what that means, if you've never called before, tonight's your night. You can call in any night, but I'm aware that it can be a little bit daunting and intimidating to call in when lots of people are calling in. So if you've never called in before, tonight is your night. If you've only called me once or twice before, tonight is your night. And if you used to call me at another radio station 8, 9, 10 years ago, then tonight is also your night. What's funny is I can see who's calling in. And so I get to see the people that don't actually listen to the show and they call in just to do their turn or to do their little bit. Because we made it quite clear it's new and newish callers only. We've had some great calls tonight. So thank you. We've got Mark and we've got Paul and we've got a few other people coming up. So 0344 499 1000. But I can see people calling in who obviously just aren't listening. Because they don't, some people, here's the funny thing, it's a strange old thing. Some people, it's only a small number, some people don't listen to the show. They just call in to do their little piece and to have their little speech, and that's fine. Generally, that's fine. I think it's weird. I think it's slightly ill-mannered. You know, if you're going to phone up a radio show, maybe listen to it maybe listen to it a bit, just so you got the vibe of that show. Who knows, I might come on and be doing a show about my mum being dead or something. But she's not dead, by the way. Not yet. That inheritance just gets smaller and smaller. But anyway, I think it's weird that people phone a radio show when they don't actually listen to the radio show. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Mark.
Hello. Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Mark. You got a bit of a cold? Hay fever.
Hay fever, yes. I've been taking some medication for that.
I only had hay fever one summer, about 8, 9 years ago. But apparently this is a particularly bad year for it.
I don't know what's happening to me at the moment, but it really affects my sleep at the moment, actually. My head really throbs and hums during the night.
So what do you take, an antihistamine?
Yes, something called Benadryl.
I don't know. Here's I'm going to say something that's dumb, but maybe it's not dumb. Some of my best statements come from me being honestly stupid.
Okay.
I don't know what a histamine is, so I don't know why you would want an antihistamine. Do you understand?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you know what a histamine is?
Not medically, no.
No. And this is an antihistamine.
Yes.
Strange old world we live in. Mark, what have you got for us this evening?
Well, it's the first time I've called you, and
well done.
I've sort of kind of discovered you through Talk Radio when you started, and because I've been pining for a late night show for many years since James sort of got kicked off Talk.
Got kicked off for telling people who to vote for, the idiot.
I know.
Oh, and I think it was a period as well when the bosses at TalkSport were quite keen to get rid of what they perceived to be the dinosaurs.
There was a cull on at the moment, so they were looking for any excuse.
Yeah, definitely. There definitely was. But yeah, James broke a really big rule then.
Yes.
Idiot.
So anyway, I had a big gap in my life for many years after James left, because I like sort of pottering in the evening and having a silly radio show to listen to.
Yes.
And you've done quite a few things over the past couple of years that I've really enjoyed, and
hey, nice one, man.
Things like that chap, Joe McGrath, from the director of Casino Royale.
Yeah, and the Magic Christian. Joe was great, wasn't he?
That was amazing. Listen to, he was telling you about that, the love scene between Peter Sellers and Ursula Andress with the Burt Bacharach music in the background.
Yeah.
What a story that was.
He's got a book that's finished now, and I know that it's finished because Catherine's dad, who is a journalist, has been proofreading it and editing it for. Is it done now, Catherine? So the book is finished. Catherine's dad has read it, has proofread it, has edited it, got it all in a much more workable shape. And now I guess that Joe is trying to tout it around to publishers.
Yeah.
Why? Come on, guys, but throw money at this book. I want to read it.
Yeah, what a story to tell.
Yeah.
Amazing. People live such good lives, make our lives seem so uninteresting.
Have you seen The Magic Christian?
I haven't actually.
Oh, mate, I love it. I love that film.
Because I'm a bit of a Beatles nut, and because Ringo Starr's in it, isn't he?
Ringo Starr plays Peter Sellers' adopted son. It was supposed to be John Lennon. We found out that night, but he couldn't do it.
Right, yes.
But it's such a good film. I love it. It's a real kind of lost treasure.
You go on about it a lot, actually. Actually, talking about films you were talking about the other night, actually. You were recommending kids' films that you thought were really good, and you were saying the Emoji Movie was good.
Oh, I enjoyed the Emoji Movie a lot, yeah.
Because it got really slated in the press.
It did. Are you going to tell me you watched it and you hated it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, actually, but my daughter's seen it, and I wasn't keen, but now that you've seen it, you sort of...
Did she enjoy it?
No, she loved it.
How old was she?
What, sorry? She's 6.
Right, here we go. My youngest is 6 and he loves it. And here's the thing, right? I can get quite sniffy about kids' films, okay?
Yes.
And I've seen films going, oh, this is terrible, this is awful. But my kids have loved them. Absolutely loved them. And I've I'm learning to take that into consideration. If the kids are loving it, then it's done its job.
Yes.
But honestly, the Emoji Movie, a film based on emojis, it should have been awful. And I thought it was, it's not the greatest film in the world. It's no Mary Poppins or Coco.
Bang Bang.
There's no Chitty Bang Bang's too long by 45 minutes, but it's no Coco.
Yes.
But I thought it was a really good, really funny, quite clever film.
Did he say Patrick Stewart did some voiceover in it as well?
He plays the poo emoji.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, and he's only got like 4 lines in it, but it's Sir Patrick Stewart as the poo emoji. It's love. I thought
he's a hero of mine.
That film deserved to be terrible, and it was quite good. And
Brilliant.
Also, Angry Birds deserved to be terrible. It's quite a good film. There's some funny bits in it.
I need to watch it then. Thank you for that recommendation, Ian.
Absolute pleasure, Mark.
And can we talk a bit of Macca as well? Because,
of course we can. Go on.
I've started listening to that Macca podcast at the beginning of the week.
Oh, remind me what it's called. I can never remember what it's called.
Take It Away.
Take It Away. Where have you started? Because I dived in straight into the 80s.
Oh, well, I went right from the beginning.
Right, okay.
And, my God, they really do dissect it. Sort of... sort of every sort of groove on the record.
I listened because I originally listened to a McCartney podcast by some other people called McCartney in the 70s, which went through all the albums, of which I knew very, very little. But they'd stopped in the 70s, so I was looking for something else, which is how I found this new podcast. Right. And that's why I dive straight into the 80s. And they do that. I'm just going through Flowers in the Dirt now, and they which I don't think is a very good album, and I dissect it. But hopefully, I'm hoping I can persuade them to come on the show one night next week and talk about McCartney. But also, I think is really interesting is just talking about doing a homebrew podcast, because they put a lot of work into it. It's a really, really slick presentation. It's done so well. So I want to talk to them about how they do it, why they do it, how they manage to get an audience for a homebrew show like that. And so hopefully next week.
And something else you're talking about as well.
Yes.
I had a crush on Doris as well.
This is a thing I'm looking back, and I hadn't really spotted it at the time, Mark. But looking back, I used to love things like the Bob Hope and Bing Crosby films, and there was always have Dorothy Lamour. In those kind of films, I wouldn't fall in love with, and it was love at the age of 8, 9, 10. I wouldn't fall in love with the most beautiful woman, the obvious one.
Too obvious to go for that one.
I'd fall in love with her quirky friend.
Yes.
It was always the quirky second woman who was not as stunningly beautiful, but was obviously the funnier of the two. And I think that's why I fell in love with Doris.
Yeah, I've got a thing about sort of Jewish girls with dark curly hair myself, actually. So she was obviously the first one in my life, and I went on to marry one eventually.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, you lived out the fantasy, Mark. You did it well. We're trying to get Doris on the show. We have approached her, and we are keeping our fingers crossed.
I'll be listening to that, definitely.
Hey, nice one, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the call. I really appreciate it.
Okay, good night, Ian.
Cheers, fella. Ta-ta. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Paul.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too, yes. Wonderful. What have you got for us, Paul?
Right, well, I spoke to you, in fact, you phoned me this time last year on your birthday, or the day before your birthday.
Oh, wowzers. Happy anniversary to us both.
I know, it's sweet, isn't it? And you begrudgingly put me on to promote my podcast where we buried some money in the ground.
Oh, you were the idiots that buried money in the ground and gave clues and did a podcast. Has anyone found the money?
No. Not a thing. You told me to ring back as an update, and I was watching you on YouTube tonight, and I thought it was your birthday. I thought it was our anniversary.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd just ring you up to say nothing. Not a sausage. Nada.
Man. Is anybody listening to the podcast?
Oh, well, from what you can gather, so if we look at sort of Acast figures actually Podbean figures tells we've got well over 700 downloads.
Okay. Of each episode or in total?
In total, which is over 6 episodes.
Okay,
So
all right. Okay, well, that means there's still a few.
It's niche. I mean, we've had other podcast projects before that go sort of well over 100,000, things like that. So, we understand where we're at with it.
Yeah.
But, it's still there. It's still in the ground.
There is money somewhere out there being buried, and it's just waiting for you to turn up with a trowel. Would a trowel do it, or do they need a spade?
If I used a spade, but if you had a trowel, because I wasn't that energetic.
Yeah.
Digging's hard work. Digging is harder work than I care to do. So a trowel would certainly do it.
Okay. Well, then tell people how they can download this podcast, where they can find it.
You'll find it the podcast name is Buried Treasure.
Buried Treasure.
And you'll find us on Acast, you'll find us on iTunes, where you need to be.
Yeah.
And actually, talking to podcasts and things like that, your new imagery on there stands out. It looks fantastic.
The talk radio stuff?
Or
the...
Yes.
Okay. You should have seen
red.
You should have seen the first picture they wanted to use. The first picture, they did it's like they'd gone over it with a biro or something. It made me look really, really old. And I went, can we get rid of the weird shading around my eyes? Well, I'm glad that you've noticed it. And there are some concessions we've had to make, like the podcasts can't be any longer than 30 minutes. And there's a couple of other things. I mean, the Suits would like to take us down to one podcast a week. And I kind of had to throw a little hissy fit to keep it 5 a week, and we'll see where that goes. But good, we want people to find us and to listen to the show and listen to the podcast, and the more listeners we have, the more secure this silly little, nonsensical, esoteric, psychedelic show is. We need listeners to keep this show safe under the clutches of Rupert Murdoch. So spread the word.
Absolutely, and that imagery will really work. Another thing, if I may be so bold, is to talk about what you were talking about earlier about you had a lady who called on talking about the gym or whatnot, and you were saying you might like to shed a pound or two.
Yes.
Something that's happened for me over the last couple of years is running. I don't know how you feel about running.
No, I tried it, and I can't. I'm not a jogger. I'm not a runner. I used to be a sprinter back in the day, 200 and 400 metres. I ran for my county, but I've never got pleasure. I've never had the endorphin high. I've never got anything apart from pain out of jogging for long distances or cross country, or I just can't. I hate it. So thanks, but no thanks. Is the answer to
fair
that.
enough. Well, if it's not for you, it may well help other people. I mean, a friend of mine puts on very, very long trail runs,
yes,
going up to 100 miles and beyond, and I volunteered on one of those and just saw what happened.
Yeah.
So I started on a park run, but it's enabled me now. I mean, I've got up to 40 miles, and it's perhaps going to get sillier.
Running for 40 miles?
40 miles, yeah. I achieved that last month. Last month I did that. 9 hours. Over 9 hours of running.
Dear God.
But what this has done is enabled me to keep saying yes to the sweet trolley. Thank you very much. Yes. And also, I mean, just as far as certainly my mental health has gone over the last year or so, it really has improved immeasurably, absolutely immeasurably.
Well.
So yeah, I mean, like I say, if it's not for you,
no, it might be for someone else. Paul, thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck with that podcast. 0344 499-1000 is the phone number. New and newish callers only. We've had a full switchboard. We've got one call left. Narinda, I will come to you after this break. Then it could be you, dear listener. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Congratulations to John Ronson for his OBE. Long overdue. Very well deserved. One of the greatest writers and journalists this country has to offer. Congratulations, John. That's absolutely fantastic news. New and newish callers only, please. Good evening, Narinda.
Hiya, Iain.
Hello, Narinda. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm gonna be 45 in 15 minutes' time.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be 40 next year.
You're still a baby. You've still got a 3 at the start of your what do they call it, age.
Oh, well, happy birthday for tomorrow.
And happy birthday for next year.
Do you know I'm scared to be 40?
Everything starts sagging at 40 and drooping.
Yeah, but I still feel like I'm 21.
I know what you mean. I feel like I'm 24, except I find doing physical things like getting out of a chair is so much harder than it was when I was 24.
Yeah, I do feel that, but you know when people look at me, honestly, they say, like, I don't even look to be 40 next year.
Wow. Whatever you're doing, you got to keep on doing it.
Yeah, I'm physically very active. I do like to keep healthy.
You're not one of those gym bunnies as well, are you?
No, not really, but I'm conscious about food.
Yeah, I'm struggling, and I'm starting to think that this slightly
Actually,
fat in
Iain,
me.
do you know what? I've seen you. You look really good for your age.
Hey, that's kind of a compliment. I'm going to take it.
No, honestly, you really, really do.
Hey, thanks very much indeed, Narinda. I appreciate it.
And the only reason why I'm phoning you, because you know what? My husband really actually loves you.
Oh, does he?
Do you know my husband, Satdev?
Oh, Satdev, one of the best callers we've ever had.
He can't have enough of you. Even my kids, I've got 2 young kids.
One's called Ian, the other one's called Lee, and they're both girls.
No, I've got one of each, actually. But do you know what?
Yeah.
The information that my kids are giving about you, you're like an inspiration to us on everything that you've done.
Sorry, me? No. I'm a complete F-up.
No, seriously, no, you're brilliant. You're absolutely a lovely man. Everything that you do is absolutely brilliant.
I deliberately run over hedgehogs if I see them in the road.
And actually, I don't think people give you that credit for whatever you do. I certainly will give you credit. And my kids, the youngsters, but they went to school. When you came on Celebrity to get me out of here, my little son went to school and said, guess what? My dad knows this guy.
Yes!
He talked to him on the radio.
Oh, good for you. How old are your kids then, Narinda?
My daughter's 16 and my son's 15.
Ah, wow, teenagers. What's it like? Can I ask a question? 'Cause my boys are still babies. What's it like having teenagers? Is it more worrying? Is it more annoying? What is it like?
Actually, it's more worrying and it actually is more annoying because do you know what? Actually, my son's getting invited to more parties than I ever have in my life.
Yeah, I bet.
And, you know, when he's out, he's actually embarrassed to say, Mum, don't phone me on my mobile. When I say to you to pick me up, that's when you pick me up. Otherwise, you don't phone me.
Flipping heck. Look at Mum's taxi service being given very strict
To be
instructions.
honest with you, I'm uncomfortable with that, Iain. I'm just like, he's a baby.
Yeah.
Still, for
Yeah.
me.
15 is
And I'm like, no, where are you? You're going to come home at 10 and you're coming home at 10. So you tell me exactly where you are. But it's all changed.
Home at 10 at the age of 15. Oh, God, I don't know. It feels horrible. That feels really late to me. Yeah, I know when I was 15, I don't know if I was out that late when I was 15. I don't really remember.
But my daughter, she's 16 and she's really, really good.
She's a good girl.
She's really very good. She's just into her school education. So she's doing her exams now.
Yeah.
And she's on it. She's no trouble, nothing. She's really, really highly intellectual. She's just doing everything.
Oh, man. I don't want them to.
How old are your boys?
8 and 6, and we've already had the thing of they don't want to be seen. Well, my youngest does, but don't want to be seen holding hands with me or give me a kiss before they go to school and all of that kind of stuff. It's that weird thing where they sort of they act like they're grown up, but then every now and then they'll act like little babies as well. They're on that dividing line.
My son's not embarrassed. He still kisses me and his dad, hugs us, even if that was mates. But my daughter's really embarrassed about it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny.
My son, on the other hand, isn't. He does it pure, completely above anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
He shows his affections, but my daughter don't.
But I think maybe does she show affection to Satdev, her dad?
No.
Okay, because I wonder if it's
more affection to me than Satdev.
Right. I wonder.
She's like Satdev. Satdev's a bit withdrawn, like with emotions.
Yeah.
His personality is exactly like yours.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's all to do with that.
I don't want them growing old. I don't want me growing old. I don't want anyone to change, Narinda. I want everything to stay the same.
Ian, do you know what, though? Every time I hear your conversation, guess what it reminds me of?
Go on.
Me and Satdev having conversations between ourselves. I can never, ever, ever be right. He's always got a fact put in front of that and say, no, but it's this, but it's that, but it's this, but it's that.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Is he talking to you now, telling you what to say?
Yeah, he's like...
I can hear him. Shut up, Satdev!
Ian, do you know what it is? I'm not allowed on because obviously I've spoke to you before.
Get off! Get off! Go! You're breaking the... Go away! You're breaking the rules!
Sorry, mate.
You can't speak. It's my speak. And this is good that you said that. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Guess what? The last time I spoke to you, he never let me have a word in.
Outrageous behaviour. Well, listen, Narinda, here's what we're going to do, right? If you want to call in, you call in any time. You jump straight to the front of the queue. If I see your name on the switchboard, everyone else is forgotten. You come straight to the front of the line. And the next time that husband of yours comes on, I'm going to put him in his place.
Can I just say one more thing for you?
Of course you can.
Guess who you tweeted first?
Was it you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. You know it, girlfriend.
Gutted. He was gutted. You know, the first time he was actually even getting to know you, yeah? He was like, yeah, Ian. And I just had you on my tweet, yeah? And you said, hello, Narinda. He was like, oh, my God, Ian tweeted you. I've been on there for time and you ain't tweeted me.
Yeah.
He was so gutted.
You're my favourite, Narinda.
And you're mine, Ian.
Take care, my love.
And you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Nice
talking to you.
Nice talking to you, too.
Bye.
Thank you. So much better than talking to your husband. She was nice. Hey, there we go. Look, the switchboard is empty for the first time since we started the show. It's always a punt doing these new and newish caller shows. We're going to carry on until 1 o'clock. Okay, we'll see how the next 40 minutes goes. Maybe at past we'll take calls straight to air. I don't know. But I remember the last time we did new and newish callers, and that was a while ago. That was maybe 5-6 months ago. And I seem to remember the time before, so the last 2 times, very, very quiet on the phones. Very quiet on the phones. And I kind of thought, well, maybe we've used up all of the potential new callers. But tonight, how many calls have we had, Catherine? About 12, 15, something like that. It's been really busy. So I tell you what we'll do. We're going to have a break in about 5 minutes. And we're on until 1 o'clock, and it's Martin Kellner tonight at 1 o'clock, which will be worth listening to. Always a good listen. So we'll do until 12:30. 12 callers, beautiful. We'll do until 12:30. And they all had something to say, which is great. They weren't doing their scripted pieces. We'll do this until 12:30, and then we'll see if maybe the last 30 minutes, if there aren't that many more calls, the last 30 minutes we'll do calls straight to air. And if there are loads of new calls, then we'll carry on until 1 o'clock. It sounds like, sounds all right, doesn't it? So the telephone number is, if you're new and you haven't called before, very, very simple. The phone number is generally free probably included in your minutes. At the most, it will cost you pennies. You'll speak to Catherine, certainly up until midnight, you'll speak to Catherine. She will take your name and number, and we'll give you a call straight back. That's it. You haven't got to necessarily tell her what you want to talk about. You haven't got to have an insightful topic. If you've got a topic, then you can call in with that. And if you haven't, you don't have to. But the phone number is 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. Lisa, good evening, Lisa.
Hello.
Hello,
I phoned
Lisa.
you last week. How are you?
I am alive, Lisa, and I consider that a major victory under the circumstances.
Oh dear.
And I know.
Well, I was a bit like that last Saturday.
Oh, flipping it! Yeah. And I'm gonna get 2.5 hours sleep tonight because I'm staying in the house with my family. Then we're up at we're leaving at 6:45 to go and watch my eldest son fencing.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
That'd be nice. Be careful with that.
Yeah, well, I won't go anywhere near him because anyway. So how are you, Lisa?
I'm okay. I was just wondering. I like thinking about strange things. You never fancied when they was young, but now they've got older. You think, oh.
People that you never fancied when they were young, but now they've got older. You go, oh.
Like Tom Cruise. I never liked Tom Cruise. Like Top Gun and all that, I weren't into him.
Yeah.
And then, like that, as he got older, I'm like, oh, okay. Like Rock of Ages, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am trying to think. Carol Vorderman is like a fine wine, isn't it? In that she gets, a fine wine with sediment in that she gets a bit dirtier the older she gets.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's that.
Yeah. Can we block that idiot who's texting in, the guy who's the Ofcom head? But that's a good question. We can put that out there, Lisa. 0344 499 1000. People you didn't fancy when they were younger, but as they've got a little bit older. I've always preferred a little bit of age, Lisa. Always preferred a little bit of age.
Well, kind of. I do agree with that because, like, I've got like a lot of the musicians I like are older.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do get that.
Yes. What are you doing this weekend, Lisa?
I'm not drinking tonight, so tomorrow I shall hopefully wake up and have a happy day.
Hey! Good for you. What? Do we know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow?
I think it's supposed to be nice, but I think in Scotland and Ireland they're going to have a few storms.
Well, as long as it's sunny, sort of just north of Watford, then that's all I need. That's all I need.
That's it. That's going to be fine.
Lisa, nice to talk to you, my love. Take care. Ta-ta. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You'll be very, very welcome. Another hour of the show. Martin Kellner is on at 1 o'clock. And I reckon we'll do another 30 minutes or so of new and newish. So that means you can't have called before, or maybe you've called once or twice, or maybe you called me 10 years ago, 8, 9, 10 years ago on another radio station. You'd be very welcome to call tonight. Regular callers, thank you for listening, but just ease off your phones tonight. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Other boys may turn me on, but I let temptation fly. Used to be so plain to see the hunger in my eyes, but now I'm buying, trying. I
What an ending to a song! It's a great song. Honestly, 12 times on repeat in the car, that. What a song! That first Kids from Fame album is a masterpiece. It's Pet Sounds for the Me generation, the 80s. And we're playing it in the car, and my youngest was looking at the cover. He likes to look at the covers, right? Old school. And he kept laughing. I said, well, he said, are all these people in the band? I said, yeah. Well, all of them are in the band. I said, yeah. They're all in the band. I said, yeah. So he's looking at it. He's in the back of the car looking at it. Literally 2-3 minutes later, I turn around. He's still staring at it. He hasn't moved. Fantastic. New and newish callers tonight. We've had 2 hours of it, and it's been an absolute gas. Thank you, guys. We will carry on at least until 12:30. If the calls dry up, then we might do calls straight to air for the last 30 minutes before Martin Kellner at 1 o'clock. Or we might carry on. Let's just see what happens. First of all, here's Fraser.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Fraser. Oh, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good. I love the name Fraser. I think it's a strong name. You don't get many names. Well, let's try and do it. Names with the letter Z in. Fraser.
Zach.
I know a lot of them people spell it with an X, but I used to go out with a girl called Xanthi with a Z.
That's got an S, though.
What has? Fraser?
My name. Yeah.
Oh, Fraser, what a letdown.
So you're Fraser. All right, so Fraser. All right, geez. Well, this call is already...
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you... right for... Well, know what? Well done for speaking up, because you could have carried that secret to your grave.
I would have let that go, so to speak.
Yeah, I would have let it, I should have let it go.
Catherine's always letting them go, though.
I lied that way to Bob Monkhouse. I told him my name was Jackie.
Oh, go on, this is great. Well, go on, what happened?
My friend Jackie wanted his autograph, but she didn't have the guts to ask him. So I said, all right, I'll go and ask. And I thought, I'm not going to do that thing of, I want it for my friend. I just cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
I said, my name's Jackie. He went,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's lovely. My wife's name's Jackie. Jackie! He brought his wife over, and we had a full chat.
About being called
About
Jackie.
being Jackie.
Now, when you were called Jackie, was it CK or QU?
CKIE.
Oh, okay, that's how you were, right.
But my cousin's Jacqueline with a Q.
Yeah, I like it with a Q.
Yeah.
I like it with a Q.
Do you wish you had a Z, Fraser, or are you happy with the S?
No, I probably wish I had a Z now.
Yeah, it's because Fraser's got ambition.
Yeah.
He's got ambition to have an interesting name, and instead he's just called Fraser.
Although Fraser, like Lacer, could be...
It's not even Fraser, it's Fraser.
Fraser.
I get called that when I go to America, Fraser. They can't say Fraser. So
They can't
always
say-
call me Fraser.
Imagine if your name was Graham, they call him Graham.
Graham, Craig
Graham,
for
yeah.
Craig.
Craig.
I get Lane. Always emails replied from Americans. Hey, Lane. And I make a point. I've done it with capital I, small, lowercase AIN. I've done it with a lowercase I, and sometimes I've done it lowercase I, lowercase a, capital L, lowercase n. No, hang on. How do I
Why are you
spell my
spelling
name?
your name like that? You
Why is there
weirdo?
an L? No, hang on a minute.
There isn't an L in your name.
Jesus.
Is that? I think I might know where that confusion is coming from.
Oh, God. You see, Fraser, I'm literally 8 minutes into being 45 and my life is collapsing around me.
I'm only a couple of years behind you, so I know how you feel.
Oh, God, it's heartbreaking. We were young. Yeah. We were young.
Yeah, we were.
What you got for us? What you got for us, Fraser?
Okay, I've got. I'm a really long time listener.
No.
Really long time listener from LBC days.
Oh, the
You must be tired.
It doesn't work
Very
in that
tired.
context. It doesn't work in that context, Catherine. You've really spoilt a really good joke there. Kelly Betts will be ashamed of you. Fraser used to listen to the classically. Classically.
Yeah, I thought that your absolute days were your best.
Did you really?
Controversial.
No,
Yeah.
I tell you why.
Because he doesn't remember the absolute days.
No, I do remember the absolute days. What are you talking about? I isn't that funny? Because a few people have said that, and I really thought for the last 3 months, I thought we were on fire, and I'd got my kind of inspiration back. But for the 18
I think
months,
you are on fire.
no, I mean absolute. But for the 18 months prior to that, absolute, I thought I was treading water. I really thought.
No,
I don't know. I was so close to jacking that in and becoming a primary school teacher in that period.
That's right, I remember that.
So close, I went for the meetings and everything, because I just thought, I can't do this. I can't. I've lost whatever it was I might have had.
And I'm a podcast listener, so I'm never really listening live. So I've been a podcast listener for all those years.
Well, thank you, Fraser. You're, and I feel bad now for mocking your name, but we have to stick with it now. We have to be consistent.
I've got a couple of things, right? I've got a couple of things written down, okay?
Now he sucked up to me. Here come the sucker punches to the gut. Here we go.
First of all, the guy that said Fame was crap, he's a muppet, okay? Because Fame was brilliant.
Oh, I thought you meant the concept. No, he's right. You're right. The kids from Fame are great.
I get the feeling that guy was just going to disagree with whatever you said.
Yes, me too.
He was an arse. Right, okay. You mentioned about the podcast, the guys in the suits are wanting to go one a week.
Yeah.
That would kill me, okay? So I don't want one a week. I want 5 a week.
Clip that, Catherine, and we'll send it to...
I'm just going to send that every time that guy emails me. I'll just respond with that clip.
We'll send it to Nobby, who's in charge. Nobby McNobnob, who's in charge of the podcast. I think we've definitely kept it 5 days a week
He's
for
my
now.
boss as well.
We've kept it 5 days a
He's
week
everyone's
now.
boss.
But, my boss is just some bloke. We've got it 5 days a week for now, and I think it's going to stay like that for a while. I'm gutted that they're bang on 30 minutes. Okay, that's a compromise, but that's fine.
Because they keep me going. If you work shifts like I do, I work day shift, back shift, night shift. It's the only way I can catch up with the show. So
listen,
5 a week. Okay?
The whole shows are on YouTube, and there is technology that if you type in "rip the audio" from YouTube.
I used to do that.
There are websites you can do that. You can take the audio off and you can whack it on your iPod. That's what I do with things. So it's out there.
But I get the need to have something regular every day. I listen to Keith and the Girl on the way into work in most days, or if I've not listened to it earlier on in the day. And when they miss a day, it does my head in.
Yeah, but also I get the idea of not giving away too much stuff so that people are driven to the website. I get all of that. I wish our website was better. I wish our Listen Again feature was better. I wish our app was. I tell you, the best app for listening to live radio and listening again, and it's the one I use the most on my phone, the BBC iPlayer app. Their app is stunning. Now, obviously, they've got millions of pounds to throw in it, right? But I can go to any radio station on local radio, national radio, Radio 4, BBC, any radio station, and I can listen to any show from the last 30 days really, really easily. It's really user-friendly, and our app isn't, and I think that Talk Radio should, and I'm sure they will, but they should invest a few quid in that and get that super slick, so you can go on there and go, oh, I want to listen to George Galloway from Friday the 8th. There he is, boom, and you play
I had someone today on Twitter, didn't know you could listen again, didn't know we had a catch-up thing, and it's not easy to find.
No.
You know, try and explain it to someone over Twitter rather than showing them. It's really difficult. So anyway, thanks very much, Fraser, for listening.
Thanks very much for listening. Okay,
Fraser.
so that's that point, Fraser.
Okay. See, when you mentioned Twitter, okay, and I'm not on it very much at all.
You're a very wise man.
Yep, I respect you, brother.
But I notice that it really does your head in sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time.
He's right, and I know where he's going, but go on.
And I wasn't going to go down this road because I've got a wee bit of paper here that I've written down stuff, and that wasn't in there. But I want to say, if it does your head in so much, just come off it.
And look at me, I'm already coming up with arguments for why I can't come off it. I agree with you. I agree with you, Fraser. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's
poison, isn't it?
It's poison. It's poison in the same way that cocaine is poison. But if there were a line of cocaine in front of me now, I'd go, man, that's really poisonous. As I'm rolling up the £10 note and going, I don't want this, and I'd be down there, and I would do it. And I'm kind of making light, but not totally. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. Honestly, we are going to have a huge epidemic of people that are addicted to not necessarily their phones so much. I thought it was phones, but I don't think it is. It's the apps on the phones. It's social media. It's Facebook. It's Twitter. It's Candy Crush. It's Instagram. It's these people are addicted to these things in the same way that I can't stop taking cocaine if there's a pile of cocaine in front of me. I can't stop tweeting if it's there in front of me. And I've deleted the app. I've blocked it from my phone. I find ways to circumvent it. Is circumvent it?
Yeah.
I nearly said circumnavigate. That's not it.
That's fine.
I find ways to circumvent it. And you're right. it does me more harm than good. There is some good.
Yeah.
It sells this show. We've got guests
get
through
that,
Twitter.
yeah.
It sells the live shows to a certain extent. But yeah, it's primarily, I go on there and I get kicked in the balls again and again and again, and I keep going on there.
But if you're feeling all right, you can ignore that. But when you're not, it's just a little time bomb in your pocket, isn't it? So to speak. By the way, happy birthday.
She's referring to teenage me. But yeah,
happy birthday, yeah.
Thank you, brother. But yeah, you're right. I think Twitter does more harm than good. Definitely.
Yeah. Right. Okay. One more thing.
Yes.
If you want to take that, do you ever, or can you ever, have a game of iPod roulette anymore?
Yeah, sure.
Because everybody's streaming now, aren't they? Everyone's streaming. You've not got that iPod anymore. I've got one in front of me.
Right, but brother, right. Well, I haven't got my iPod, but I've got my iTunes, which has got 19,865 items on there. That's 51.3 days, 130.68 gigabytes. You fancy a game, brother? You feeling brave?
You feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah, you feeling lucky, punk?
I've got 6,000 on my old iPod here.
Yes.
Okay.
How old? This is like a time machine.
I'll go if you want to go.
Oh, brother! I want to go. You go first.
I'll hold your coat, Ian.
I've got to get it set up. Right, hang on a second. Right. You go first. You tell me what you got.
Right, okay, so it's down on shuffle songs. I'm going to press the middle button, okay?
Okay, you press the middle button. Let's see what you got.
Here we go. Oh, my God.
Here we go. What you got?
No, hold on, I'll turn it up a bit.
Here we go. Is this the 80s?
No. It's,
The Cars and Drive. What is this rubbish, Fraser?
Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey.
That is, yeah.
All right, mate. Well, I've just hit shuffle. We're going to see the first thing that comes up. Turning me old.
Okay.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Here we go. It's the Beatles and Your Bird Can Sing. Can we defer to Catherine on this? Catherine?
I love that song.
1-0 to me. Here we go.
I think it's so, yeah.
Best of three. We've both got a pass. Right. So it is my turn. Here we go. Controversial. Here we go. What's this? This is what we got here. Catherine shouldn't really be the judge because she's.
Fraser, you can win this one.
Spiritualised. Stop. You're spiritualised, mate. Stop your crying. Spiritualised.
I don't like that.
Well, you're not the judge, mate.
I am, and I don't like it. Let's see yours.
Good. Well done, Catherine. Here we go.
See yours. It's got to be really poo for it to lose.
Come on, Fraser.
Oh, God.
Flip it, egg, mate.
I can't choose that. That makes my that makes me want to eat my own face.
Who was that?
Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Oh, buddy, you have really balls this up, haven't you?
Oh dear. Can we let him have another go?
You can pass if you want.
Can I pass? I'll pass on
that
pass. One. Right. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
Taking a long time, almost as if you're pressing the button loads of times.
Right, okay.
Is that your iPod, or does that belong to a 16-year-old emo girl? What is this? He's embarrassing himself.
Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry about that. Blink 182.
Oh dear, sounded like lads in a garage.
So Blink 182.
Yours wins.
Spiritualised beats Blink 182.
Yes.
Oh, Fraser!
Sorry about that. That was terrible.
Thank you, Fraser.
Oh, dear,
Beautiful.
Fraser. He's embarrassed himself
If
there.
anyone wants to play my next song, you know what my next song was going to be? Here we go. I mean, you couldn't have beat this.
I'll see you again whenever spring breaks through again. Time may lie heavy between, but what has been is past forgetting.
45 or 85.
No, coward, I'll see you again. You've got zero taste in music. And I've obviously got zero taste in friends. This is Talk Radio.
The late night lip service for lovers, loners, and lounge lizards.
Yeah, well, where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
on Talk Radio.
Yes, thank you. Fraser is a very naughty boy, and we suspect there may have been an F-bomb in that awful Blink-182 song, and if there was, we humbly apologise. We don't like swearing like that on this show. It's never our intention. But it was so garbled, and it was such a lousy song that if that's what the kids are doing to try and get attention in their music, throwing in F words, S words, C words, W words, B words, N words, M words, then Jesus, he was right to lose. But we apologise for that.
Sad.
It's very hashtag sad case. Hashtag emoji sad Chinese man. 0344 499 1000. We've done new and newish callers all night. I think the calls seem to have dried up, and that is fine. So what we will do between now and MK, as I call Martin Kellner to save time, but then I always have to say Martin Kellner afterwards, so actually it stretches time, is we will take calls straight to air. Okay, fine, we're good.
Don't let us down.
Well, they invariably
It's his birthday.
Oh, don't. I hate birthdays. You fan of birthdays? By the way, you got me some wicked presents. She got me wicked presents. A nudie shot of herself, which was not so wicked. No, you got me some nice aftershave. Very nice. And some walkie-talkie headphones for when we go out on the Cathanian motorcycle club.
Yeah, I mean, that was more for me, that present.
Oh.
Well, it's for both of us. Funny.
So you can bark instructions at me.
I could keep talking and annoy you.
Flip it, turn it off. Oh, so 0344 499 1000. Thank you for those. They're brilliant presents.
No, it's fine.
0344.
My birthday's in August, by the way.
Okay, I think I'm away then. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Call straight to air. We don't call you back. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless. I think that's the Beatles. I'm not totally sure.
Is it?
Could have been Jerry and the Pacemakers, but I think it's the Beatles. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, line 2.
Hi, my name. I'm a first time caller.
Welcome.
Hi. The reason I rang you, I often listen to you, but when you were playing the Kids from Fame, I used to love that show. And my favourite song on that one was Bruno, Alone in the Crowd. Do you remember that one?
No, I don't know that, because I've only just recently rediscovered them, and that's certainly not on the first album. I don't know that one.
But his name was Lee Crueri. Bruno, the guy with the curly hair.
Yeah. I know Bruno. He was the synthesizer whiz kid, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Could you sing the song for us?
No, I can't sing. No.
Come on, man. Here's what I've noticed. Neither can half of the cast of the Kids from Fame. Laurie Singer. I mean, whoa, that's an ironic name.
No, I'd murder it, honestly, but listen to Alone in the Crowd, it's really good.
All right, we'll check it out. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. Let's go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, I mean, let's not, now it's getting embarrassing.
Was he doing a voice?
I don't know. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
You love Mike's footing.
What did he say?
You love Mike's footing.
Footed, okay, right.
Oh, he's changing it up.
After 25 years, it's finally getting a reboot. Oh. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
You love Mike Dickin.
Okay, there we go. By the way, you don't have to be a new or newish caller for this straight to air. Maybe I should have made that clear. You can be new and newish. You can be
Old and
Jewish, to quote George. So 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. So they've taught bees to count.
Up to what?
Well, let's read the story, shall we? For those, oh no, that's not it. While they are expert honey makers,
Some are. Some don't make honey, do they?
do bumblebees make honey?
Honeybees.
Bumblebees, yeah.
Honeybees.
Yeah, but bumblebees make honey.
Mm.
You're thinking of honey G. While they are expert honey makers, I think honey's overrated.
I like it. You know, it's antiseptic. You can put it on a spot.
I won't be doing that, no.
I've done it, but you just get a very sticky face.
Lines. Are you sure it's honey you're using?
Oh, yeah.
Line 7, you're on the wireless.
You like Mike's dick.
Okay. That's the joke.
Plot twist.
That's the joke. His name was Mike Dickin, and people would phone up Tommy Boyd and say, you love Mike's Dickin. That's the joke.
Suggesting it was his dick.
Yeah, so, but you know.
A good one, thanks.
Thanks, man. Let's try line 6. 6, you're on the wireless.
Happy birthday, Mr. Iain Lee.
Thank you very much indeed.
An American.
While they are expert honey... Hang on a minute. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, line 8.
Hey?
Hello, line 8.
Hello.
Hello, line 8.
It's Megan.
Of course it is.
Hello.
Yes, we noticed that by the delay.
Delay?
Yes, the delay.
What delay?
The pot delay.
Well, happy birthday anyway.
Thanks very much. I like it being said with attitude and sass. Oh, please stop wishing me happy birthday, everyone. I hate it. Thanks.
Oh, God, now you've done it.
Oh, I've just realised what I've said. I've asked people to stop doing things on a national radio station where we're taking calls straight to air. What could possibly go wrong? How are you, Megan?
Oh, dear. Sorry?
How are you, Megan?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good too, man.
Good.
Have you got a brother called
Have you
Ash?
seen a baby?
Say that again, Meg.
Have you had a good day?
Yes, I have had a great day. Thank you very much.
Good.
Hey.
Glad to hear it.
Okay, thanks for calling.
I mean, it is female Ash, isn't it? Don't think he's got so many animals.
While they are... People keep calling in. I want to do this right. Hello, line 9.
Hi, Ricky Gervais's sense of humility.
What about it? Have you found it?
No, I am it.
Oh, gosh. That's quick. Someone put it in a box. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
I'm the greatest broadcaster in Britain. If you've got kids, give a kick, give a snack. Hey, don't get so what a fancy you are. See ya.
Thanks very much indeed. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Happy birthday, you big numpty.
Thank you very much indeed. Right. While they are... Oh, flipping it. Everyone's calling. Hello, line 9.
Hello, I just want to wish you a happy birthday and have a good one.
No, don't. Please don't. Don't laugh. I don't want anyone to wish me happy birthday. I don't like birthdays.
Why not?
Because they're an indication that my time on this planet is getting numbered.
I've got to admit, I don't long have my 40th, and he's a bit like, oh, shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyway, have a good one anyway for the weekend and up your bum.
Hello, line 7, you're on the wireless.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ian. Happy birthday to you.
You got the words wrong. She got the words to the birthday song wrong. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ian.
Well, maybe she doesn't want to be that familiar.
Hello, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hello.
Good show tonight, by the way.
Sounds
I didn't even turn over to Nick Abbott once.
Yay!
Nick who?
Did I hear you right? You said it earlier in the week that you're coming to Manchester at some point.
Hang on a minute. How often would you normally turn over to Nick Abbott on a Friday night show then?
Occasionally, I sort of have it on in the background while I'm getting on.
Unbelievable.
Me, one of you.
But yeah, we are coming to Manchester, but I'm not telling you when.
Oh, nice one.
I don't want you because it's on a Saturday night, and you'll probably be listening to Nick Abbott.
You should just go into Manchester every now and again and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just have a look, see what's happening.
We are going to be in Manchester on Saturday, July the 28th.
All right, wicked. All right, well, maybe I'll see you there. Well, not see you, but I won't say hello. But
You
I'll
come,
be there.
no, here's the thing. We do it in a small venue. It holds 65 people. There's about 20 tickets left. We always stick around afterwards for photos and say hello and have a chat and stuff like that. And if you want tickets, if you go to iainlee.com/events, then all the dates are listed up there.
All right, well, how much are tickets?
12 quid.
Right, okay, nice one.
Are you coming or not? Have I just wasted spiel on you?
I know exactly what he's planning to do. Now he's going to ring Nick Abbott and see what he's doing on the 28th.
Yeah, see if Nick can do a better offer. Unbelievable. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
You go to him, Alan.
But why are people phoning up with Tommy Boyd tropes? Tropes.
Good one.
Right. Start again. Hang on.
I've forgotten what we were talking about. Bees.
While they are expert honey makers, few would expect bees to have mastered maths. Now, that's a slight exaggeration. They haven't mastered maths. Okay. However, the tiny creatures with a brain the size of a pinhead.
But they've got a head the size of a slightly bigger pinhead.
People say, like, certain animals have got small brains and stuff, but the brain is in proportion to the head and to the body.
It would be weird if they had a massive brain and
Yeah.
a tiny little... I mean, then all the power would be going to
And also, have you seen the size of a microchip? Right, they're tiny, but on a microchip you can have, like, all of the Tomb Raider games on one microchip.
Yeah.
Before you used to have it on a cartridge or a cassette. So what I'm saying is bees' brains are irrelevant. Let me just take this. Hello, line 1. Hello.
Shove your birthday up your arse then, you ungrateful knobhead.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. That's more like
Is
it.
that your mum?
I think it was her. Hello, line 2. For crying out loud, get stuffed. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hope you have a crappy birthday up your bum.
Okay, right. That's
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
yeah. Okay. Birthday at my
about
bum
it.
would be
Would be
fun.
crappy.
Well, no, it would be quite.
Unless
good
you
fun.
had some sort of procedure.
Please stop it.
What?
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi, I just wanted to say sorry about the F-bomb song. Happy
Fraser.
birthday and
Fraser.
up yours.
Fraser.
Fraser with an
Fraser.
emphasis on the F.
Fraser, bad loser, bad sportsman.
F-bomb Fraser.
F-bomb
Sorry about
Fraser. You're the F word that we just cannot speak. Goodbye.
He puts the F.
I didn't say it. I said fuh.
You said it.
I didn't say it.
It might be a birthday, but that doesn't entitle you to drop an F-bomb.
While they are expert honey makers.
Who? I've forgotten.
Few. What do you think? Asda. Bees. While it wasn't where it was, but still, okay. That's the enough of the withheld number.
That'll do.
That'll do. While they are expert honey makers,
The bees and that.
Okay, hang on a minute. We're not taking any more withheld numbers. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. I just wanted to say happy birthday and thank you for
don't
keeping us entertained.
Take that happy birthday
I've
back.
been doing-
I don't want it.
I am sorry. I've been doing a lot of late night driving the past 2 weeks, and you've been keeping me entertained. So thank you.
Does your mum know you're borrowing her car? You sound about 12, man.
12?
Yeah, you sound.
23.
23. Oh, he is 12.
You sound like. How so? You're a grown man. You can vote and everything.
What are you doing driving about at that time? You should be back at home for your paper round in the morning.
Are you a drug dealer?
No, I do a lot of sound engineering work with clubs and stuff.
What kind of stuff? Who for? What stuff do you do?
Well, I've been doing some clubs for just little nightclubs around the West Yorkshire area, so that's cool.
All right, nice one, man. Well, thank you very much. Drive home safely.
Thank you very much.
Don't go too fast.
Don't go too fast.
They do, those 20-odd-year-olds. Go too fast, bombing around.
Let's try line 6. You're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm not going to say.
Don't even. Why are you even alluding to it?
It's nothing's going on today. It's Johnny Depp's birthday.
Oh, he's not looking well. Have you seen him?
Oh, he'd be for an acting role.
You reckon?
Yeah, be for an acting role.
He looks peaky.
He'll be doing a reverse, not British Bulldog, Raging Bull. He'll be doing the reverse Raging Bull. That'll be it.
Oh, like the machinist.
Yeah. He'll be playing a part. He's acting. That's all it is acting.
Or he might be ill.
He won't be ill. He's acting.
He acts?
Wowzers, controversial. Thanks very much for that. Let's go to line 5. 5, you're on the wireless.
Just wishing you a very happy birthday.
Don't.
Happy New Year to you both.
Don't take it. No.
Happy New Year?
No, take that. No, right. All right, I'm phoning him back.
Not having a Happy New Year.
I'm phoning him back. I don't want that back. I don't want that. I'm going to give it back to him.
Wish him a Merry Christmas. See how he likes that.
Hello?
You wake your half up.
Sorry?
Wake the other half up.
Okay. Are you there?
I'm there.
Right. Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, and up your bum. There we go. Go.
That's that sorted.
I won't wake the other half up. He'll wake the other half up.
Yeah. These indiscriminate
Right, go to a
greetings.
break, and then we'll go to a break. Well, actually, let me just take this, and then we're going to go. Yes, line 1.
Off yellow, cut 30, off you bum.
Okay, right. Now people are just phoning in to say up your bum. Okay, this is right. Let's go to a break. This is not working.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Guys, you don't hear that. Oh, there you go. Right, hang on a second. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Up your bum.
Right. Can you stop phoning up to say up your bum, please? We're not taking any withheld numbers, so you can hang up.
Yeah, you.
While they are expert honey makers.
Who?
The bees.
Oh, right, yeah.
Few would expect bees to have mastered maths.
Well.
However, the tiny creatures with a brain the size of a pinhead can tell the difference between more, less, and 0. After up to 4 hours of training with a sugary treat as a reward, bees can learn to fly to a piece of paper. Hey, first time I've been able to do that.
How are you doing it? I can
Is
never work it
is
out.
that finger slapping on that? It might be my watch. Let me take my watch off. Yeah, it's my watch. Okay. This is great. Listen to this.
Thought
This
it
is
was a
great.
birthday breakthrough.
After up to 4 hours of training with a sugary... We were always... Did you ever used to do that at school? You might have missed out on that. There we go.
I remember the yard lads being able to do it, but I could never... Oh, gosh.
There we go. That's it. I can do it. Listen. Hang on. I'm doing it.
People don't know what you're doing. This is radio.
Slapping one off. It's that thing where you get your fingers and you get your hand...
You go, oh, man! It would usually be accompanied by that.
You hold your thumb and your bird in the middle and you slap that. I can do it!
I can't do it! Wow. But you know you're, like,
Well, this is what,
30 years too late.
This is the thing at school. We were it was banned in our school.
Why?
Because it was led to believe... We were led to believe that you had, like, cartridges in your fingers, and if you kept slapping them like that, the cartridges would burst and you get arthritis.
Cartridges?
Yeah! That was the word that was used. Yeah, we're banning this. Well, I don't know if it was banned, or if we told ourselves it was banned, because you'd burst a cartridge in your finger. That's nuts. I've just remembered that. It was cartridges was definitely the thing. Cartridges between your...
bones.
Yeah, it wasn't cartilage. It was definitely cartridges. Cartridges, and they were burst.
Yeah.
I've never been Gosh, quick, someone get me a time machine. I need to go back 35 years. I need to go back to my old school and stand in front of a load of 9-year-olds and go, oi, lads, come over here. I can do it! And then jump back in the time machine and come back here.
You could have been cool. Could have been so different.
Oh!
Do you feel good now?
I do feel good, but I also feel like I've wasted so much of my life.
Yeah.
So much of my life. I spent so much time in school trying to do that and failing miserably. And now I can do it with ease. While they are expert honeymakers, bees, few would expect bees to have mastered maths. However, the tiny creatures with a brain the size of a pinhead can tell the difference between more, less and zero. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
After up to 4 hours of training with a sugary treat as a reward, bees can learn to fly to a piece of paper with the smallest number of shapes on it.
Oh.
That's incredible.
Yeah, what for, though?
Doesn't seem to say.
What do you do with that?
In an achievement, well, you turn them into super weapons. You target them at my children.
Ah, I know what you do.
Yeah.
You put a dot on the back of your enemy.
In an achievement...
And then loads of dots on everyone else.
Putting them on a par with chimpanzees, parrots, and 3-year-old children. The tiny insects realise 0 is the lowest number of all. In
It's not really a number, is it, 0?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, don't, what are you talking
about?
Absence
of number.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is an absence. 0 is a number. What is 10 made out of?
9 and 1.
Right, 1 and 0. Okay, stop trying to show off to all your lesbian friends. I know what you're doing. You're playing to the pink pound. You want a pink pound. Pink pounding. Because when I'm not here, you know that's going to be your core audience. That's great. That's. So just stop it, right? And answer the question. What is 10? 1
5 and 5.
Right, you're being a dick. The first 2 hours of this show were better. I'm going to take a withheld number now, and it'll be your fault. Yes, line 1.
Hello, my name is Julia Hartley Brewer. I present the breakfast show on this radio station, and I was just thought I'd give you the opportunity to ask me anything, and I'll give you an honest answer.
Why have you blocked me on Twitter?
Well, that's a difficult thing to say.
Okay, let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
I hear the drums are going tonight because it's Iain Lee's birthday, but he won't have a party. He's probably already cut me off.
No.
And now I'm singing this song on my own, and it's embarrassing. I hope he soon goes home to bed. Even though Fraser with an S pretends to be Fraser with a Z.
Well played.
I hope that he has a great day and lets me sing this chorus.
Can you reach it?
You're 45 and you look okay. You're 45 and you're definitely great.
Oh, okay.
Kathy's a legend, and you think that she is fit. She has the Botox with so much of your rubbish.
Okay. Kathy's is fit, and then Botox. That guy's a lunatic. And we'll report that. We'll report that to the.
Well,
to
you know,
police.
many a true word is said in song.
Yes, line 3, you're on the wireless.
I can
Go away. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, I've got a complaint.
Sorry?
I've got a complaint.
Okay, go on.
The way you dealt with me last night, I don't think was very good.
Right, Alistair, stop phoning the show, mate. Because I'm sick and tired of being your alcohol counsellor. Stop phoning the show.
Why?
Because you phone up. What are you talking about last night? You don't even remember I don't even know what happened last night. Well done, Alistair. Well
That's a
done.
permanent ban.
Permanent ban. Sorry, guys on YouTube. We got that, didn't we, on the dump? Sorry, guys on YouTube. You will have heard that. That was an... Just be careful, because we can hear what you're saying out there. Sorry, guys on YouTube. You know I find that really personally upsetting. Apologies. I don't think that went out on the radio. I will say that's not what we like. We don't like language like that. Certainly don't like language like that being streamed on YouTube. We can dump it on the radio. We can't dump it on there, and I apologise. That has really upset me. That has really, really upset me. That someone we have... Oh, that's really upset me. I've lost my breath a little bit there. Someone that we have spent so much time with. I was talking about last night. I don't know what happened last night. Someone we have spent so much time. No, I don't apologise more than accepted, PM. I apologise exactly the right amount. That's really upset me. Someone we've spent so much time with. And obviously he's drunk and he'll apologise next time. Too late. Shouldn't have let him back after the last time. I've lost my breath there.
Nothing happened last night.
I'm so upset. I'm upset by that.
Yeah.
I'm upset by that. Well, you'll expect another bunch of flowers.
I don't want flowers. This time I'm not taking them home.
No.
Because I've said to him, I don't want apologies. I don't want gestures. I want him to stop doing it.
You're not coming on the show anymore, mate, because that is out of order. That is out of order, and I'm so upset by that. I'm so upset. Oh well, it solves the problem we were talking about earlier on.
Yeah.
So that's that. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Ian.
Yes.
Ian.
Hello.
Hello, Ian.
Yeah. Can I speak to Narinda, please?
Oh, mate, listen, I'm cheating, right? My missus been on. All I want to say is thank you very much for not giving my missus a hard time.
No, Satdev, because I saw... Did you see what he tweeted?
No.
Thanks very much for not being a prick to my missus. That's what he tweeted. He thought at some point I was going to be a P to his missus, and I was a gentleman. I was a gentleman.
You were. And do you know what, Ian? I get you because you know what? Like, people tweet you and think, yeah, you're a prick and whatnot because you...
All right, okay, all right.
Second time.
All right, yeah, okay.
But you know what, Ian? I know, that's not the real you. I know who you are.
Sorry?
You're a nice guy, you're a gentleman, you're going through life just like the rest of us.
Yes.
We don't know what life holds, and I respect that, Ian. Yeah?
Thank you. Did you see I tweeted your missus as well?
You know what, Ian? You did, and I tweeted that to the whole of my family to say Ian Lee tweeted my missus.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to line... how are we doing with the delay? We up? Well, thank you. Line 3, you're on the wireless. Thanks very much indeed. Okay. Really upset by that call from Alistair. Really upset. I probably will keep going on about it because we've only got 6 minutes left. Spent so much time with that bloke and put up with way more than we would normally do. Way more. And that's down to me because I know after the last little run-in, you were kind of keen to let him go, Catherine. And I was like, well, let's give him another chance. And I made a mistake. I made a bad call there because that behaviour is it's unacceptable, man. Really unacceptable. On a show that is based on trust, you trusting us, and us trusting you. And I know it's the booze. But listen, when I was drinking and taking drugs, I caused a lot of damage to a lot of people. I was horrible to people. I was mean. I was nasty. Did terrible things. Not as bad as some people. I did terrible things, right? And all of those bad things happened because I had the disease of addiction and because I couldn't stop shoving stuff up my nose and smoking stuff and drinking stuff, okay? And so all those things happened because of the disease, right? When I got clean, I stopped doing those things. But I also had to accept responsibility that I'd done those things. I had to accept responsibility that I'd done some things that I was out of control of because I was sick and, but that I had done those things and it was my responsibility and boundaries and protection and he's not calling the show anymore.
Here's what I think.
Yeah.
He's using us as his support.
Yep.
when he's been offered support from people who are professional, right?
Yeah.
So we're not doing him any favours by
No.
countenancing this anymore.
Yeah.
So, Alistair, if you're still listening, and I think you probably will be, and maybe you'll listen back in the morning,
Yeah.
it's time to sort yourself out, mate. And it's not going to be using us anymore. I'm going to give this number out, Alcoholics Anonymous National Helpline, because they're brilliant. 0800 9177 650. That's 0800 9177 650. And there's a brilliant website where you can find a meeting near you and go tomorrow.
But yeah, no, not on this show anymore, mate. We're not having that. We've been more than tolerant. Speaking of someone else that we've been more than tolerant of, but yeah, I look over and he's walked into the studio. It's Martin Kellner.
Ridiculous.
I mean, it's outrageous behaviour. Hello, Martin. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine.
How is your microphone? How is his microphone louder than my microphone?
He's got a special.
That's better.
He's a professional. That's why he can project.
Projecting.
Project. What have you got, Martin?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, for goodness sakes, man. Look.
The usual stuff.
You've got a folder and everything.
He's really well organised.
I've got a folder. Not dead yet. We've got Pete Townsend of The Who.
Yep.
I'm talking to a guy from Sheffield, Peter Stringfellow. I worked in Sheffield for a few years.
Yeah.
And Peter Stringfellow was almost a mythical figure in Sheffield.
Yeah.
He was because he came from Pittsmore, which is like, he used to, if you'll allow me, pardon my French, etc., they used to call it piss poor in Sheffield because it was a very poor area. So he came from that place. Obviously made a fortune.
Yeah.
So we were talking.
I met Stringy a couple of times. We did a couple
you?
of things with him for the 11 o'clock show, which was this silly, kind of naughty TV show.
I loved it.
And thank you. And we went and filmed him a couple of times, and he was great because he got the joke. He got what he was, and he took me to one side and he said, Ian, take the piss out of me as much as you want. You can go for the joke. I'll take it. I'll stand there. Whatever you want. Just don't be rude about the girls. And that was his line. And I respected him, because he was looking after the girls. Whatever you think about that line of work, I don't know. But also because he got it, and he said, look, take the mickey out of me if you want, but, I get what I am.
Yeah.
I think he was always very polite to me.
No, I met him a couple of times, and also for radio shows and that sort of thing, and he was always fine. And when you look at the obituaries of him, nobody's managed to find anything that, lots of stuff people would disapprove of.
Yeah.
But there's no dirt on him at all.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And also, I've seen a few times. Was it Matt Haig that mentioned it about his club his first club he had? It was
the Black Cats.
Oh yeah.
It was multiracial at a time when that was a bit of a freakish thing. That black people and white people were treated equally. Everybody was welcome.
Yeah, Matt Haig said his mum and her friend who's black used to go there, and it was where they could hang out and just be girls, rather than it being a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, you're right. There's been no dirt on him. Good for him. Good
so
for
we'll talk
him.
to someone from Sheffield about that. We've got a load of the usual sort of stuff.
Giving up selling it? Oh, yeah, I'll sit here and talk for a few hours.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That is the USP. It's me talking to that microphone for a few hours. We've got the Coffee Lovers Film Club. So we're looking for movies that would appeal to people who love coffee. Films such as Lawrence of Arabica.
Oh, I see what you've done there.
See what
I
I've done
can
there?
never do your film clubs. I always think, I'll have a
bash.
No, I can't do it. I'm terrible at wordplay. I once hung out with Andy Partridge from XTC, who's just a brilliant wordsmith, and he'll do these word games and puns. And I'm sat there, him and Thomas Walsh, right, is another song, and I'm sat there going, right, I'm going to jump in a minute, I'm going to jump in. And I just can't do it. I can't do that stuff.
They're always making plans for Nigel.
Here we go.
Yeah, all right,
Let's take one last call before... Oh, no, here we go. One last call before Martin. Good evening, line one.
Hook there.
You're on the wireless.
Happy birthday, Ian.
Thank you very much indeed, Birmingham.
Shove it up your arse.
Okay, that's rude. That's how we're going to end the show, is it? With vulgarities like that, outrageous. Well, that's it. That's been a week of
you're
shows.
Sorry you gave me the hook now, aren't you?
Terrible. That's been a week of shows.
I could have done another 30 seconds about what I've not got in my show.
We'll be back on Monday at 10 o'clock. Not doing anything this weekend for the first time in ages. Go and download the podcast, the Rabbit Hole, the Talk Radio Show. We'll be back on Monday at 10. Until then, from us, ta-ta. Here's Martin Kellner.